leader in the season, and he's already racking up. He's to 890 yards after last week's game with Siren Wallace, just a freshman, 145 pounds.
Yeah, no, Siren Wallace is a blast to watch. He's so shifty with his feet. Get this, folks, he's a freshman, 70 rushing attempts. He has 890 yards, averaging 12.7 yards per carry, and an unbelievable 13 touchdowns. He's a big contributor to this offense, Curtis.
Absolutely. It is an icy night out here tonight. As a matter of fact, I see flames. Is that coming out of a barrel on the other side of the field over there?
I don't blame him. Yeah.
The wind is blowing. It's about, 22 degrees out there right now, and you got a wind chill that's getting you right around zero probably.
Yeah, well, so right now, live facts, 23 degrees Fahrenheit is the temperature. Wind gust from 16 to 24 miles an hour, and the real feel right now, Curtis, is only 7 degrees.
Yes, and if you walk out there, now we're in the press box, so we're pretty happy about that, but if you walk out there between here and the refreshment stand, it feels colder than that. It might as well be minus 20, and I feel for the people in the stands tonight. Icy on the stands here tonight, but a beautiful facility at Shelby, and I think both of these teams are going to be warmed up, though, early on this one.
Absolutely, yeah, and starting off hot is crucial here for both of these teams.
It's the pregame here on WMVO, brought to you by Starting Point of Mount Vernon. The Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction Friday Night Lights, back with more. Coach Bloom coming up as well here on the pregame show.
Great news, Central Ohio. Foster's Pharmacy offers daily dose packaging, which are convenient and simple. It's truly personalized care you're looking for. It just starts with a call to get started. Take the hassle out of your medications. Call 740-392-0911. Foster's Health Mart Pharmacy.
Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Hi, it's Chris from Fast Eddie's. It's that time of year again. Hay rides, bonfires, and football season. Yep, it's fall. Who wants to be wandering around their property on a Saturday afternoon, raking leaves or seeding thin spots when you know there's a Buckeyes game on? So call Fast Eddie's at 392-FAST, that's 392-3278, for a free estimate to keep your lawn from falling apart. And remember, at Fast Eddie's, we love the Bucks as much as you.
Start your day the right way with a delicious breakfast from Jersey Girls Pizzeria in Danville. From fresh Knox County sourced eggs made to order, to delicious biscuits and gravy, to homemade hash browns, and fantastic breakfast sandwiches. We'll help you get your day off to a great start. Find us at 510 South Market Street and fuel up for your day. At Jersey Girls, it sure is a great breakfast.
All right, it is the state Final Four, and once again, the Danville Blue Devils trying to get to a state championship game, and we're looking forward to catching up with Matt Bloom, the head football coach of the Danville Blue Devils. Coach, we talk about getting to this point. 2015, you got to this point. 2017, you got to this point, and you fell short of that. What's maybe different about this group that you look at, and you think about those are years and years ago, and those teams and stuff, but what's special about this year's team that could possibly get you over the hump tonight in this game at Shelby?
Yeah, I'd probably say the growth this team has made since the middle of the season to now. I honestly think we're a completely different team than we were at the beginning of the year. So I would say just the growth this team has made in all aspects, offensively, defensively, and special teams. And, the way that they've been willing to work and be coachable. So, hopefully that can lead us to a victory.
Last week, another dominant performance. I said I've been pretty good at this stuff. I said you'd win by 30 last week. And you won it by even more than that. What went right? Again, you kind of ground and pound once again. Your defense was tremendous.
Yeah, I think getting off to that fast start there in the first quarter really helped. And then, like you mentioned, defensively just flying around and, playing good team defense, holding them to 7 rushing yards. Obviously is a great start, and it forces them to, be one-dimensional. So, again, another complete performance offensively, defensively, and special teams, and something that we're going to have to be able to do tonight if we want to have success.
Coach, I want to ask you about how you play there. I was talking with the superintendent there, Jason Snively, earlier this week, and with a long bus trip, you guys ended up getting a charter bus and some different things. So for last week's game, but Do things change once you get this far in the postseason, and you got to make these longer trips, and the way you prepare, and maybe even go about your day on game day?
I wouldn't say it doesn't change too much.
Yeah.
I mean, the preparation is always the same no matter who you're playing. The biggest thing is with longer travel times is maybe early release from school or, kind of the adjustment period of getting off the bus and trying to get, your legs under you. But no, it's not too big of a deal. I mean, we took a 2.5-hour trip to Hopewell out in week 3. So we're kind of prepared for these types of things anyway. But, we're willing to play anywhere. So we're ready to attack it.
Yeah. Every year they say, hey, you want to practice on Thanksgiving? You guys able to do that and things, and now you're getting an opportunity to play in the state Final Four. Jeromesville, Hillsdale, what do we know about this team? They've been winning pretty handily, just like you guys have the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, very solid program. They're well coached, have some really good athletes, all across the field. So definitely different than what we've seen over the last 4 weeks in the playoffs, and it's going to be a tremendous challenge, but, something we're looking forward to.
Well, what do they like to do? Are they going to run the football? They balanced attack? They like to throw the football?
Very, very balanced attack. They have a really good running back that, has rushed for over 1,500 yards, and a nice sophomore quarterback that does a great job throwing his weapons out wide. And, you're going to see a balanced attack from them, and we're going to have to continue playing good team defense, to be able to slow them down. And offensively, we're going to see a 4-4 front from them. So we're going to have to be able to get our ground game established and protect the football.
Yeah. Any other keys to the ball game? You talk about getting your ground game attack and protecting the football. Any other keys to winning the football game?
Yeah, biggest thing is just starting fast, having confidence, and believing in ourselves to get the job done.
And, of course, you get to this point, the lights can't be too bright for you. How are you feeling in terms of your team and their confidence level going into this ball game, playing in a state semifinal?
Kids are ready, man. I mean, they know they have a chance to do something that no team has ever done in school history, and that's to make a state final. But, it's one day at a time. You got to win the day before you get to Friday. So, we're patient, and we know what this means to us, and we're going to give everything we have.
All right, Matt Bloom, head football coach of the Danville Blue Devils, and rarely can I say this, but we'll talk with you after the ball game on Sports Roundtable. It is our final show of the year, but we'll get a chance to catch up with you after the ball game. Best of luck to you and the Blue Devils, and we'll catch up with you after the game, okay?
Thanks, guys. Go Blue Devils.
Hi, this is Jess Kirby from Starting Point Pregnancy and Family Resource Center. Starting Point is committed not only to life by supporting you in an unexpected pregnancy, but also providing free pregnancy tests, limited OB ultrasounds, STI and STD testing and treatment, and licensed counseling. We offer the Start Here program that is designed to answer your questions about pregnancy and parenting, and where you can earn points to shop in our client-exclusive Bump and Beyond boutique. All programs are completely free for everyone, no income restrictions or insurance required. Visit knoxstartingpoint.com to find your starting point today.
Expert DIYer? Rookie renovator? Get all the stuff you'll need from people who know how to use it at Danville Feed and Supply, Hardware, and Lumberyard. You'll find everything from commercial and custom feed to paint and plumbing. If you're not quite sure what you need, these friendly folks are happy to help. Grab your list of projects and come on down to the bigger, better Danville Feed and Supply, Hardware, and Lumberyard, all in one building on South Market Street in Danville.
And welcome back, everyone, to Shelby High School on WMBO. This stadium is beautiful here. I think it's just 3 years. I think this is their third season into it right now. Danville here against Hillsdale. State semifinal. They finally broke, I guess, the curse from stopping at the regional finals last week with a big win in Logan. And here they are against Hillsdale. I think it's going to be a much different team. This is a team last week in Hillsdale. They threw 2 Hail Marys, one at the end of the first half, one at the end of the game, and caught them both.
Well, the big thing for Danville here tonight that they haven't seen at this level is Hillsdale is a big-time passing team, folks. Quarterback, that's you got him there, Cale Lewis, has 2,744 yards passing. That's an average, folks, at 200 yards per game, more than that. He has a 64.5% completion rating. It's 162 completions and 251 attempts. And what's wild is 33 touchdown passes. And they still have a running game as well. So you're going to see a pretty good dual threat team here from both sides. But this should be a good challenge to get to Canton, right?
Indeed, it is a frigid night tonight, and the fans outside Danville and the icy bleachers, they are ready to go, though, no question about it. And so they are on the field as well as we get set here for Danville and Hillsdale, the Falcons and the Blue Devils. And it's an exciting time. I can't imagine what's going through these youngsters' heads, getting on the bus and coming into a game like tonight saying, you know what, we can make some history on this run. And here's the night we got to do it tonight. And it's a difficult night to play in, but I think both teams are ready.
No, they are. And for both sides, I think this is Hillsdale's first trip here to the state Final Four. This is Danville's fifth, if my memory serves me correct. And just a lot on the line here. Great opportunity to get to the state championship next week.
Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction Friday Night Lights on WMBO Sports. Foster's Pharmacy, Fennell's Floor and Finishing, and more. Elite Preparedness. Mount Vernon Nazarene University, Starting Point, Avita Health Systems, and Weigel Orthodontics. So as we get set here for action, the Danville Blue Devils will be returning the football here from Hillsdale. As we get set for action, wind blowing kind of across the field.
That wind is blowing quite fast. I think I just saw a hot dog wrapper here in the sideline. You can do about a 4-4.
So it is pretty nasty out there. So set to go here tonight. And this is an important one. You got to keep warm, keep bouncing around out there. Could see some cramps tonight. But we'll see what happens here between these two teams. We mentioned there's like some sort of a fire. I don't know if it's I don't think it's a barrel with wood in it, but that's what it looks like.
Yeah, no, it's some sort of heating there in the Hillsdale sideline.
Yeah, about a 4-foot flame coming out of it.
Looks like Danville's roughing on our side. No flames.
Here's the kick, and it's going to be short and picked up at the 28-yard line, and it's going to be Byers to the 35, down to the 37-yard line. Not bad field position for Danville to work out of on their first drive of the night.
No, really good field position. That's what you want to see. And, this Danville team, during the season, we covered several of their games, and they always kind of seem like a second-half team. The postseason, polar opposite. They've come out really strong in the first quarter. I think in conditions like this and this type of weather, it's going to be really important to make this first drive count for the Blue Devils.
Jacob Hackman at quarterbacks, thrown over 1,000 yards this season so far, but a lot of running on the ground. One single back in motion, right to left is Austin Mickley. Here's the snap, handoff. Burke, right side, tackle, and he's going to pick up the first 3 yards from the ground tonight.
Yeah, not a huge gang there on first down. Hillsdale did pretty good covering that outside tackle run. Still not unhappy with it. You got 3 yards there in that game.
2nd down and 7. Both teams will be filling each other out a little bit here and see kind of what direction the offense is going to take. As 2 receivers to the left side. Ball near the right hash mark. 4 on the line. 1 showing from the outside defensively. Here's the snap. Hackman hands off up the middle. And it's going to be carried for 2, maybe 3 more. And a final push gets him across the 45 to the 46-yard line. And that is big number 22, Aiden Burke, just short of the first down marker.
Well, that's what I love watching Aiden Burke. Makes contact at the line of scrimmage. Those feet just keep cranking and turning and able to make nothing into something. It's 3rd and short right now.
So it'll be 3rd and a yard for Danville. Trying to get their first down. Wesley Payne out to the right side split. Mickley left. I formation now. Under center goes Hackman. In motion is going to be Lucas out to the left side tight end. Here's the snap. Handoff. Burke behind the line of scrimmage gets through the first level to the second and across the 50-yard line. Now in Hillsdale territory at the 49, and that's a big Danville first down.
And that's Danville's bread and butter. Hey, keep it on the ground and pound offense. We see that often from the Blue Devils. And, starting off pretty strong here with the first down.
From the 49-yard line, Hillsdale territory, here come the Blue Devils. Ball near the left hash mark. 1 receiver to the left on the near side, 1 far right. Single back, under center is Hackman. Looks like Wallace back there in the backfield. Payne in motion, hands off Wallace, left side of the line, and he gets into traffic, but he's still going to pick up about 3. And it's very important on a night like tonight to establish that ground game.
No, it sure is. I was kind of surprised there. You don't usually Siren Wallace, he's so fast. He's one that you're getting outside, to kind of go right up the middle, hey, get that 3-4 yard gain. No complaint there. Good effort from the freshman.
So 2nd and 7 here for the Danville Blue Devils at the 46-yard line. Scoreless here in the first quarter. 2 receivers to the left on your Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard. Here's the snap, a little bit high. Handoff, Cy Wallace, left side. Has room across the 40. Close to another first down. He might just get it.
Yeah, it looks to me that he got it. We'll see where the official spot is here. It's close.
I got to think they're moving those flags.
Good job there from Cy.
So 1st and 10 for Danville. This is the one thing that Hillsdale is going to face against Danville. Danville has a lot of different looks and different styles of running.
Oh, they do, and they have a lot of weapons. So, yeah, we've seen Aiden Burke. We've seen Siren Wallace. Well, we have Josh Byers. The list goes on. They've got so many good players. Mickley, Payne.
Spalding, Mickley, and Foray out to the right side, split wide. One left. Here's the snap. Little high again. Hackman, it's lost. A fumble, and it might be Hillsdale, but I see markers. And I don't know if there's any flags in there. It looks like all orange markers, and it's going to be Hillsdale ball.
Yeah, bad snap. He tried putting that thing in the gut as fast as he could. Nothing you're going to do there. Unfortunately, that's where you sometimes tie as a quarterback. Hey, you get a bad snap, just hang on to that puppy. Not the start that Danville wanted to see here.
So 2 bad snaps. 1 didn't cost him anything and probably went unnoticed by a lot of people, but it was high. You probably heard me mention it was high. That one was the same. Kind of got things off on a bad start there on that snap, and now it's a turnover. Hillsdale has the football.
Well, you sort of wonder if we're going to see kind of a trend of that in this kind of environment, this severe cold weather that they're experiencing.
Spread offense. Pair left, 3 right. Here's the snap. Quick throw. Quarterback misses his mark, and it's going to be behind the intended receiver, and that was number 13, Cale Lewis, trying to get Jake Haven across the 40-yard line there. 2nd and 10. Tonight's game brought to you by Foster's Pharmacy, Fennell's Floor Finishings, Elite Preparedness, and Mount Vernon Nazarene University, as well as Starting Point. If you're watching our Facebook right now, you'll notice that you see us because we can't show you what's going on in the field due to the OHSAA, so sorry you have to look at us.
Someone has to say it. We do have radio faces, folks. We apologize.
Look, that's why I brought Jared with me, to bring our game up a little bit. 2 left, 2 right. Here's the snap. Quick throw, right side in the flat. It's caught, and that's about a 6-yard gain. And that'll be caught by Holland Young, a senior wide receiver. And like you said, this is a team that's going to throw a lot, and they're good at it.
Yeah, no, they sure are. And you just, I seriously wonder how this cold is going to impact that throughout the game. I'm kind of surprised Kel Lewis, their quarterback, not wearing gloves. He's toughing it out there right now.
Yeah, it'd be brutal without gloves. 3rd down and 4. 2 receivers left, 1 slot right. Here's the snap. Quick throw, screen pass left side, met by contact, and no gain, maybe even a loss on the play. And that was Wesley Payne that surprised the receiver and dropped him for maybe a loss. I think they're going to get him progression here, but it's still 4th down at about 4.
That's a young man that if you're a fan of Danville, you're so happy to see out there. He had been injured there during the Devil Dog week. Came back, and man, he's such a force to reckon with on both sides of the ball. Fun kid to watch.
And both sides, you're right. He's back to return it now along with Cy Wallace. They stand at about their 19-yard line as the kicker or the punter is at the 33, his own. Here's the snap. Punt is off, and it's going to hit at about the 30-yard line. Takes a Hillsdale bounce just a couple of yards to the 27-yard line, and Danville escapes one there, and they'll get the ball back for their 2nd drive of the night. And we'll take a break. Back in a moment on WMVO.
Country Court Skilled Nursing and Rehabilitation Center lets you experience the heart of caring with skilled nursing and therapy for after a surgery. We also provide outpatient therapy for those able to return home. Give us a call at 740-397-4125. Visit us at 1076 Coshocton Avenue, countrycourt.com, and find us on social media. Country Court's residents and staff wish all of the area student athletes the best of luck this season. Country Court is a Levering Management Skilled Nursing Center.
And the snap, Aiden Burke to the left side of the line, and he's not going to pick up much here, Jared. He's going to pick up maybe a yard if he's lucky. 2nd down and 9.
No, and right now Hillsdale is doing a good job containing the run. They're flooding all 11 guys to the ball there. But, Danville's got a lot of creativity, so we'll see what they do here.
Aiden Mickley wide left. 2 other receivers now on the left side of the line. Here's the snap, handoff. Left side, it's Burke across the 30. Room to run to the 35. Turns upfield along the sideline across the 40. And that is a Danville first down.
An 18-yard pickup there from Aiden. You know, he found the daylight, took it, ran, and, man, he's just so good at following his blocks, and that's all it was. He followed the tight end. Josh Byers in that one. Followed that block, ran right by him, picked up the first. Good job.
So it'll be first down and 10. Two receivers to the right side. That is Aiden Mickley and Wesley Payne. One in the slot left with Lucas. He's going to head over to the right side of the line. Settles into the slot. Here's the snap and the handoff from Hackman right up the middle. It's Aiden Burke. Spins across the 45 and up to about the 47-yard line. 6-yard gain.
Yeah, they're starting to figure out this run here for Danville, and that's very threatening to this Hillsdale defense. And when Danville gets moving, they don't usually stop too often, Curtis.
Well, when you're the defensive line like that and you start feeling like you're not winning that battle and it's this early in the game, that's real concern in the coaching staff.
Yeah, no doubt.
Trips to the left side, tucked into the line. One to the wide right. Here's the snap. Hackman keep a little sweep out to the left side. He gets caught up, and maybe a gain of 1.5 yards to 2. And it'll be second down and short, or third and short.
Yeah, it looks like a 3rd and 1. I gave him more than I thought he ended up getting there, but no, Hillsdale did a good job kind of defending that, but a very doable 3rd and 1 situation for this Danville team, who's not taken a tackle for a loss yet.
Aiden Mickley out to the right side, wide. One left on the near side, single back. Hackman under center. Here's the snap. Handoff. Left side of the line guard, and it's going to be push, 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 and a first down for Danville. And some extra change to the opponent's 45. That is Aiden Burke. The bus coming through there.
No, he is. And you know he wants to have a trip to Canton, so he is going to give his A game tonight, and he most certainly has here in the start.
So it'll be first down and 10 for the Blue Devils from the 45-yard line in Hillsdale territory. The Falcons were here at Shelby High School tonight. WQIO HD2 Mount Vernon. Caleb Lucas out to the right side as he settles in. 3 wide receivers right. Here's the snap. Handoff, Cy Wallace quickly out to the right side. Turns upfield to the 40, to the 35, and he finally gets tripped up. But he's to the 33-yard line, deep into Hillsdale territory.
It definitely picks up the first there. Man, he is just so stinking fast. You say it time and time again, Curtis. You haven't seen especially a freshman, but any real run in the way that Cy does. And he's so fast, so efficient, and so explosive. He's just a blast, and it's not going to be the first time you're going to see him tonight.
2 wide left, 1 in the slot right. That's Lucas, and he'll move out to the left side in motion. Snap by Hackman, drops back a couple of steps, throw play action left side, throw, it's up, and it is caught. And that's going to be a first down for Danville by Levi Foray at the 22-yard line. And this is what you want to see if you're the Danville faithful. They have shown that they're able to move the ball against this Hillsdale defense.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And that was the first pass attempt there from Hackman. Wide open was Foray, and they, just a great first down way to keep that ball going downfield and driving.
5:10 to go here in the first quarter on your Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard. It is scoreless at the moment. Mosher out to the right side, split now. Mickley left, he's in motion. Coming across to the right side and gets a pitch. Sweep out to the right. Jet sweep, and he's going to get the 3 or 4 yards there across the 20-yard line, depending on where he goes out of bounds. And a nice run there. And that's Danville showing the different offensive styles they have. Tonight's game brought to you by Avita Health Systems, Weigel Orthodontics, Danville Outdoors, Country Court and Living Center, Fast Eddie's Grounds Maintenance, and Griffin Insurance. Second down and 4 for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, it was Aiden Mickley there on a carry. Just to show, yes, Danville has some really good, seniors here, senior class. That was a sophomore, Aiden Mickley, and he usually gets a lot of pass attempts to him, and he gets those sweeps, and he does it very efficiently and very fast.
Second down and 4, 1 receiver to the right, 1 wide left. Here comes Danville, the handoff, right up the middle. It's going to be Aiden Burke powering through the front line in the second level. And he's going to get up to about the 4-yard line. That was a great run by Aiden Burke. Man, I tell you what, when you have somebody like that can just tank through anybody, that is a weapon to behold.
Yeah, no doubt. He's just a blast to watch. And, I like how Danville's mixing up the play call here, though, Curtis. They're going outside. They're doing the sweeps. They're doing some QB keeps. They're going up the middle. They become very unpredictable. Of course, the one pass that got them the first. See how they push it here in the end zone.
Triple threat. They got 3 on the line, 1 under center, and that is Jacob Hackman. Here's the snap and the pitch. Left side, it's going to be Cy Wallace trying to get to the end zone. Turning. He's close. Just short of the mark. About a half of a yard away from goal. And that'll set up 2nd and goal now from, let's call it, the 1 yard line.
Super close getting in there, and he had contact very early on him. Just kept those feet moving. 2nd and short here for the Blue Devils.
Caleb Lucas, tight end right. Again, 3 in the line. Cy Wallace, the tailback. Here's the snap. He gets it again. Inside cut, and it's in for a touchdown. Danville scores first. 6-0 in the state semifinal game. 3:01 to go in the first quarter on your Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard. All part of the Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction Friday Night Lights. I was just going to say Hillsdale's one of the few that's been able to stop that play. And Danville said, you know what, we'll just run it again.
We'll just go again at it, yeah.
And that time Wallace cut inside the block and gets the score. So 6-0. Likely they're going to go for 2 here as they have most of the season. Payne, slot right. Aiden Mickley, slot left. Payne's now going to split out wide. And 2 receivers tucked to the line on the left. Here's the snap by Burke. Hand off, and it's going to be Burke with it. I should have said Hackman hands it to Burke, and they don't get anything there. So 6-0 the score. 3:01 to go in the first on your Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard. Back in a moment on WMBO.
Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is proud to care for area athletes. Fellowship trained in complex knee and shoulder surgery, orthopedic surgeon Dr. Kyle Randall and sports medicine physician Dr. Jeremy Ream provide comprehensive sports medicine and orthopedic care for athletes, weekend warriors, and anyone who wants to get back on their feet, from strains and sprains to ACL and shoulder reconstruction. Avita has the experts you need. Call 419-709-8645.
This is Jacob at A Plus Auto Brokers. With fall in the air and winter approaching, you owe it to yourself to upgrade your ride. Search our inventory from anywhere by going to goaplusauto.com. With sales and service, you won't need to go anywhere else. A Plus Auto Brokers is home of the repeat customer for a reason. Come see us today. Call 740-393-0366 or stop by at 504 West High Street. We will also buy your car for cash. Again, this is Jacob from A Plus Auto Brokers, where we keep Knox County rolling.
Bitter cold here tonight, 22 degrees. And the wind blowing briskly here in Shelby, Ohio. Beautiful stadium as we get set. The ball has been blown over by the wind, as a matter of fact. And Caleb Lucas will go back and reset things there. So the Danville Blue Devils lead it 6-0 on your Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard with 3:01 to go, quarter number 1. And now they will kick it off after the touchdown. No 2-point conversion, by the way, no good. Here's the kickoff. End over end, across, hits the 20, bounces into the return man's hands, back to the 25, maybe 28, and a nice return coverage there by the Danville squad. And Hillsdale will look to answer on this time down the field. And the Hillsdale Falcons have thrown over 2,500 yards. The quarterback, Cale Lewis, for the season. That's a lot of yards through the air. Now, this is not a particularly great night for a throwing team.
No, not at all. And it makes you wonder how it's going to impact the game. Now, good news for Hillsdale, they do have some rushing weapons as well that I would expect to see, Curtis.
2 receivers left, 2 to the right side for Hillsdale. The Falcons hand off the ball up the middle and stopped at the 30-yard line, a 2-yard gain. So it'll be 2nd down and long for the Falcons.
Yeah, not a big gang there to start off his They really didn't run their first drive. It was 3 pass attempts. He's not a bad running back, though. 1,600 yards for the season. I think 13 touchdowns, Curtis. He's definitely a threat to reckon with.
In the shotgun spread offense. One off his right hip, the quarterback, Lewis. Quick lob throw on a timing route, and no way he's coming back for that. Mosher was all over him. He tried to come back. He knew he needed to and couldn't get there. So good defense by Danville makes it 3rd and long.
Yeah, 3rd and 8 here. Definitely expect the pass. Danville has a good pass coverage. We saw that last week. They were up against a passing attack team that did very well throughout the season. Totally locked them down. These young men, they're really here to play, and let's see what Hillsdale draws up.
So 3rd and 8, big play here for Hillsdale. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. The noise you hear is the feet of Danville. Here's the snap, drop back, quick throw, right side, and he's open, caught at the 42, and moves it up the field to the 50-yard line, where Cy Wallace will bring him down in the backfield, and that was number 2, Holland Young, a senior wide receiver. So that'll move the chains for Hillsdale, their first major offensive play of the game.
Yeah, and perfect timing for Hillsdale as well. They really needed that, make this a first down, get down the field. And we know, it's coming. You don't pass for 2,700 yards and not able to make those.
Timeout on the field, and we'll step out as well. You're listening to Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction Friday Night Lights on WMVO.
Hi, it's Chris from Fast Eddie's. It's that time of year again. Hay rides, bonfires, and football season. Yep, it's fall. Who wants to be wandering around their property on a Saturday afternoon, raking leaves or seeding thin spots when you know there's a Buckeyes game on? So call Fast Eddie's at 392-FAST, that's 392-3278, for a free estimate to keep your lawn from falling apart. And remember, at Fast Eddie's, we love the Bucks as much as you.
New boyfriend or just friends? LOL or OMG? Call, text, or email. Mom! These days, keeping up with your child can be puzzling. But when it comes to straightening your child's smile, you can rest assured that an orthodontist can solve the puzzle. Only orthodontists have an additional 2 to 3 years of education beyond dental school to become specialists in straightening and aligning teeth. So get it right. See the specialist.
See your local orthodontic specialist, Weigel Orthodontics. Visit weigelorthodontics.com.
Welcome, everyone, to WMVO Sports. Everybody just commenting on how they love our video of Jared and I's face for the live stream. Not our fault, OHSA. You know what? If you have to look at us, you can call the OHSA and complain about that, right?
Yeah, we'd love to cover it. Trust me. I would much prefer if you didn't see our faces or my forehead in this situation.
Exactly. So we can't play the video until after the game is over because of OHSAA regulation. So we will post that immediately after the game. You don't have to look at us in that version, okay? So, but we're glad you could join us live here to hear what's going on live at Shelby, where the score is 6-0. Danville with the early lead here on the Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard. Tonight's game brought to you by Jersey Girls Pizzeria, A-Plus Auto Brokers, Griffin Insurance, Fast Eddie's Grounds Maintenance, and starting point of Mount Vernon. And it seems like we're taking a little extra time here. Is this a officials warming timeout? It's a TV timeout, I think. It's probably what we're doing.
Well, and it's not really that fun, folks, because you don't have the clock on the field that tells you, when it's going to stop, things like that.
Exactly.
You watch a Buckeyes game, and, of course, big game tomorrow. Really excited about.
Yeah, absolutely. Got to play Michigan, right?
Yeah, and you're unable to watch it. You can tune in there. That's on right. WMVO.
100.9 FM, WMVO 93.7 HD2. As a matter of fact, that's what you're listening to tonight, or you're watching our Facebook audio stream here tonight, and you get a look at us. So sorry about that again. You can tell it's tight, cramped, a little cramped in here. Jared is in a little shorter chair, to say the least.
I thought you were just that tall, Curtis.
You notice I put you in the shorter chair, right?
Yes.
Just for fun. It happened to Al Roker the other day on the Thanksgiving Day parade. So anyway, so we're back to action here. 3rd down after the media timeout. Pardon me. 1st and 10, Hillsdale. They fixed the marker. Here's a quick throw on a screen pass out to the right side. It's caught at the 50-yard line and pushed up to about the 46-yard line, and that's going to be caught by number 10, Hayden McFadden, the junior wide receiver. And they pick up some positive yards there, 4.
Yeah, no good pickup there on first down. That's something that, we haven't seen much from Hillsdale. They're kind of struggling there in the first downs, but always 4, 5, 6 yards they're always happy with. I was impressed Danville flooding to the ball there after the completion, though. All 11 of them are making the tackle.
McFadden, after his catch, will go out to the left side split this time. One tight to the line in the slot, one wide right. Here's the snap, little reverse here. Out to the right side, McFadden up across the 40, now to the 30-yard line, and out of bounds just a little before there, I think. And that will still be a first down. And McFadden coming from all the way on the other side of the field that time. So twice in a row he gets the ball.
No, good job. And, that definitely designed a little reverse play. Who made a big block, though, impressively, was Cale Lewis there, the quarterback. He handed that thing off. He became the lead block on the outside and crushed it. Did a good job there on the play for Cale.
1st and 10. One receiver to the left, one wide to the right. Here's the snap. Lewis hands off left side, and getting caught behind the line of scrimmage is Owen Sloan, the running back. Myers in on there. I know I'm missing some guys defensively on there. I also saw Owen Gronberg, which he tends to find himself in the middle of action defensively as well. So 2nd and 10 now.
That was Caleb Lucas on the initial hit, though.
Hey, Caleb.
That is a name you're going to hear often on Danville's defense. I think he's gotten 16 tackles that'd be 17 tackles for a loss for the season. He has just been a blast.
And take note, if you hear us, you just kind of listen on the side, and we say Cale Lucas, that's the name of Hillsdale's quarterback. Very close in names. Here's the throw from Lewis into the end zone, and it's just missed. Incomplete pass, but Cy Wallace really broke that up. Otherwise, I think that would have been a score.
Yeah, it still kind of looked like maybe it just fell through his arm. Siren Wallace did a good job. He was beat. He got beat on the play, but he made sure he was going to disrupt that pass, and a good job there from the freshman, Cy Wallace.
So first strike to the end zone by Cale Lewis. Last week threw 2, not 1, but 2 Hail Marys, one at the end of the first half and one at the end of the game to win it.
And what's fun about this young man is he's a sophomore, Curtis, with putting up these sort of numbers.
Going to see him next year, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I would imagine so.
2 left, 2 to the right side for Hillsdale. In the shotgun, 1 beside him. Here's the snap. Lewis draws and throws to the right side, and it's just overthrown outside of the outstretched arms of Holland Young, incomplete. And that makes it 4th down and 10 at the 32. Certainly 4-down territory here.
Yeah, absolutely. No real sense in punting it, especially you're punting against the wind here. They're going left to right. The wind's going right to left here, folks. You're going for it. You're a passing team. Danville knows what you're going to do. See who does it better here in 4th and 10.
22 seconds remaining in the first quarter on your Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard. The Blue Devils lead it 6-0. Hillsdale trying to get a score in here on a 4th down, or at least get the first down. Their priority. Here's the snap, dropping back. Lewis looks for a throw, a long one to the right sideline. Has a man. It's caught while he runs across the 10-yard line through 2 defenders. That's a first down catch by number 20, Kyle Turk, the sophomore wide receiver. And that was a little bit of a show of what Cale Lewis can do.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, well, and he's got good pass protection, too, and that's something Danville's going to have to kind of figure out, getting guys in that backfield and put some pressure on him. But he just steps out of that back foot, made an incredible pass. It's 1st and goal.
Yep, and the clock rolls to 0 in the first quarter. Second quarter is next, 6-0. Danville leads it on your Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard. Back in a moment on WMVO.
Great news, Central Ohio. Foster's Pharmacy offers daily dose packaging, which are convenient and simple. It's truly personalized care you're looking for. It just starts with a call to get started. Take the hassle out of your medications. Call 740-392-0911. Foster's Health Mart Pharmacy.
Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
You're listening to High School Football Friday Night Lights, presented by Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction on WMVO.
Your sinks are backed up, the electric in your master bedroom needs rewired, and now the wife is asking for a new addition. It's time to get in touch with Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Now Construction. Give Brian and his team a call at 740-627-8004. They can fix your electrical and plumbing needs and give your bathroom and kitchen a remodel.
Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Construction is a proud sponsor for all the local high school teams.
Enjoy the season. Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Construction. 740-627-8004.
And welcome back here to Shelby High School on WMBO Sports 100.9 FM, 93.7 HD2, and streaming on video here. And here is the snap, pitch right side, and caught in the backfield. The Danville Blue Devils with a big stop there. And it'll be second down.
Good job. It looks like that was Josh Byers on a tackle. It kind of looks a little beat up coming off of that. And he hits with such intensity, and you're talking this kind of cold weather, your body is going to get beat up this evening.
Yes,
Curtis.
indeed it is. It is very frigid. I can't even explain how cold it is to you, especially since we've been used to pretty mild temperatures throughout the season.
Yep, that would be Josh Byers' 192nd tackle here for the season. One
wide right for Hillsdale. One wide left. Here's the snap. Lewis left side, tipped into the air, incomplete. And that'll make it third down and goal from the 8-yard line. And this is a critical stop here for the Blue Devils.
No, good coverage there for Danville. You absolutely. This is a really good situation for both teams to try to prevail here.
It's these early ones, too, like this that really matter because it's harder to stop as you get later into the game. So you don't want to miss the opportunity here if you're Danville to get this stop. So third down and goal from the 8-yard line. One receiver left, two to the right side. Lewis, the quarterback, he's got a running back off his right side. Here's the snap. A couple of steps back, looks in the middle. To the left. Now he's got to run out of trouble. On his feet to the 10. He's going to tuck and run to the 5. 4 reaches for the pylon. And what do we got?
Oh,
touchdown.
He was really thinking about that call there. He did extend his arm there. I mean, they called it.
Caught the pylon, went over.
Yeah.
And so that makes it 6-6 on the field for Hillsdale.
8-yard touchdown run there for the quarterback, Kel Lewis.
And so there seems to be some conference there amongst the officials. Standing at about the 3-yard line.
The official called it. He's the one that's standing
right there.
You can't. There's no arguing it at the end of the day. Oh, there's a holding.
It's a hold, against Danville. So that'll be declined.
First penalty of the night.
I didn't see the flag, did you?
No, I didn't either.
It's too cold to come out of the pocket. So they will set up for, I assume, a point after. Unless they decide to go for 2, but most teams go for point afters. Danville typically goes for 2. Freddy's went for 2 a lot this season. Tonight's game brought to you by Foster's Pharmacy, Fennell's Floor Finishing, and more. Elite Preparedness, Mount Vernon Nazarene University, starting point of Mount Vernon, Avita Health Systems,
very interesting
and Weigel
setup here,
Orthodontics.
Curtis.
Yeah, they got the center by himself, the line to the left. Now they'll shift back where they belong.
Kind of a little gimmick there, folks, to explain on the radio.
Set it up for later use, right? Going for the point after attempt. Here's the placement. The kick is up and it's blocked. It's blocked. And now I can see Cy Wallace in there. I can see Caleb Lucas in there and Wesley Payne. All three surrounding that ball, and it was blocked. And that's where we're at. 6-6. 11:06 to go in the first half. We've got a game for you here tonight on the Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard. All part of the Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction Friday Night Lights on WMBO Sports.
Griffin Insurance, taking care of your family since 1972. In today's day and age, it's very uncommon to get a real person when you call. Not at Griffin Insurance. We represent multiple carriers to find the best rate for you and your family. Whether it's auto, residential, commercial, or farm, we're here to help. Call Griffin Insurance at 740-397-7488. Griffin Insurance, finding you the best rate.
This is Jacob at A Plus Auto Brokers. With fall in the air and winter approaching, you owe it to yourself to upgrade your ride. Search our inventory from anywhere by going to goaplusauto.com. With sales and service, you won't need to go anywhere else. A Plus Auto Brokers is home of the repeat customer for a reason. Come see us today. Call 740-393-0366 or stop by at 504 West High Street. We will also buy your car for cash. Again, this is Jacob from A Plus Auto Brokers, where we keep Knox County rolling.
And back here at Shelby High School on WMBO Sports.
Ball tipped again.
Yep, ball knocked over in the wind. 6-6 the score. Hillsdale just scoring on Danville on the Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard. Tonight's game brought to you by Foster's Pharmacy, Fennell's Floor Finishing, and more. Mount Vernon Nazarene University, Weigel Orthodontics, Danville Outdoors, and Country Court as the ball falls off again. So at some point they'll bring a guy in to hold it for him while he kicks it, and that's what they're going to do. Or not. The official waved the player in to hold it, and that's what they're going to do. So you get a couple of those, and then you just might as well hold it.
Usually, at least in the NFL, it can be a 12th man on a field holding that. Not in this case. Nope.
And so we await the kick. 6-6 the score. And here we go. This one's going to be kick driven sort of deep to the 11-yard line. That's where it'll be picked up by Danville and returned up to the 20. Now the 25. And they'll have it there to start. I believe it's their third drive of the night. That was Mosher, I think, had the ball. Or Wallace. There's a distance there. But anyway, 1st and 10 here for the Blue Devils. So it's going to be very important for them to just kind of get back up on the saddle where they were.
Oh, no, absolutely. And, hey, both drives, they could really go down the field. The first drive obviously ended in a fumble. It's still, now they're going into the wind this time, Curtis.
2 to the right side. Caleb Lucas will settle in the slot right. Shotgun, here's the snap, handoff. Right side, Burke cuts in, and boy, he gets hammered by 2 or 3 white jerseys. No gain, maybe even a loss on the play, and that's something you don't see very often. So a loss of 1 for the Danville Blue Devils. And, on a night like tonight, it's so important to keep the ball, the time of possession, and burn the clock as much as you can. You do not want to be running up and down this field like crazy people.
Yeah, no, you want possession of that football. And, typically these type of cold weather games are lower scoring anyway, so it really could come down to that one touchdown.
Spalding and Lucas settles into the right side. Here's the snap, handoff left side. It's going to be Burke. And he's going to pick up 3 or 4 here to about the 28-yard line. And you were saying?
Oh, yeah, no, just, dealing with these frigid temperatures, it just becomes really, really tough to do anything with that ball. Usually you see lower scoring games, kind of what we expect tonight and what we've already seen. Both these teams score like crazy in the playoffs. I think they both average plus more than 40 points per game here in the playoffs.
Put about 20 degrees more on this, it would probably be a little different game.
Yep, currently 6-6, folks, with 9:48 left in the half.
2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right side wide for the Blue Devils. Wesley Payne in motion. Here's the handoff. Burke right up the gut, and he's going to pick up 3 or 4, maybe 5 here. A little misdirection there. They brought Wesley Payne from the right side way back in like the tailbox spot, and I think they were trying to catch the eye of those linebackers and allow Burke to get that quick run up the middle.
Yeah. Looks like we're going to see the punt team here, 4th and 2.
So getting set to punt it away, Danville. Wouldn't be surprised at anything here, frankly. Here's the snap. And the punt, a little delayed, but it got off to the 40. Now takes a big Danville roll up to about the 25, 24, maybe the 22-yard line. And that was a nice doozy there for Caleb Lucas on the punt. And Hillsdale will take over the ball. So a different scene than we've seen the last 3 to 4 weeks here for Danville. Hillsdale standing up to the Blue Devils.
That's a rare 3 and out for the Danville Blue Devils. We saw it a little bit last week. In the second half, you kind of tell Coach Bloom, hey, I'm going to switch some guys around. I want to see my punt team. You don't usually see that out of a coach, but he's one that wants to work on everything going this deep into the playoffs. Good thing he did. It was a great punt. They're going to start from their own 22-yard line.
Holland Young out to the right side, 1 receiver left. Shotgun snap. Here's the handoff and a reverse. Double reverse. Now the quarterback, Lewis, is going to throw down the field. McFadden catches it at the 45 and advances to the 40-yard line deep into Danville territory. That was a huge gain that time. And I want to say that was, 20, 30 yards?
I've got 30.
About 38?
Yeah, 38 yards.
38 yards. That was a big gainer. A double reverse. Holland Young out to the right side. One receiver left, slots in motion. Here's the snap. Hands it off to the slot right side around the end. Turns upfield and gets about 3 or 4 there. Brock Bauer. And so it'll be second down. And that's the thing about this team. They have some trick plays and some fancy plays that they execute well themselves, much like Danville will do.
Yeah, no, and we haven't seen in the playoffs Danville really run too many trick plays. Not that they needed to. We did see throughout the regular season, especially during the Devil Dog game, their first 2 touchdowns were both off of trick plays. We know they've got it.
3 right, 2 left. Here's the snap. Quarterback Lewis doesn't even move. Throws it to McFadden. It's caught, but not much gain here, maybe 3. He didn't even move. He took the snap, no 2-step drop, just turn and fire. Third down. And about 3 here for the Hillsdale Falcons.
It'd be an interesting play call here. You know, we haven't seen Hillsdale really get their running going thus far. We know that they have it based on stats.
Yep. And the quarterback ran it for a touchdown 10 yards out.
Yeah, but that was our biggest rushing play of the night so far.
McFadden wide right. Also Holland Young out to the right side.
Pass play.
Shotgun snap. Handoff. They're going to run it up the middle to the left side, and it's going to be Brock Bauer, and he's going to come up short, about a yard shy, 4th and 1. And, of course, still 4th down territory here where they would certainly run the ball or throw it and not punt it away.
4th and 1 here on Danville's 31-yard line for Hillsdale.
Clock moving at 6:43 now in the first half. 6-6 on the Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard. Curtis Newland, Jared Stein with you. Austin Stinnett, our producer. Gary Cooper on the camera, which you'll see later. Or now if you're watching it delayed. 2 receiver to the right. 2 in motion to the left side. 3 men down up front defensively, and a timeout called. And that'll be Hillsdale. We'll step out as well. 6-6, 6:20 to go in the first half on the Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction Friday Night Lights on WMVO Sports.
Expert DIYer? Rookie renovator? Get all the stuff you'll need from people who know how to use it at Danville Feed and Supply Hardware and Lumberyard. You'll find everything from commercial and custom feed to paint and plumbing. If you're not quite sure what you need, these friendly folks are happy to help. Grab your list of projects and come on down to the bigger, better Danville Feed and Supply Hardware and Lumberyard, all in one building on South Market Street in Danville.
You're listening to High School Football Friday Night Lights presented by Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction on WMVO.
And welcome back here to Shelby High School. We are tied at 6-6. This could become quite the game here by the time we get to the fourth quarter. The way this is going. 2 teams evenly matched, and the battle up front is pretty even.
Yeah, thus far, no doubt.
2 receivers to the right, 2 tucked in on the left side of the line. Here's the snap, handoff, left side to the 30, and they're stopped. Danville may have just stopped Hillsdale's effort.
Yeah, I don't think he definitely did not get that from our angle anyway.
And the carrier was 26, Owen Sloan. And it's going to be Danville ball. That was huge.
Huge play.
4th and 1. Danville gets the turnover, and they'll have it 1st and 10. That was really
Hey, you
big.
know who made that tackle, Curtis? Wesley Payne.
Wow.
Big stop. Man.
He's a big player for no bigger than frame he is.
Absolutely.
1st and 10. Ball at the right hash mark for Danville as they take this possession over and come to the line of scrimmage. Wesley Payne will split out to the left side wide. Mickley right. Tight end left. Single back under center is Hackman. Steps his foot in motions Mickley around the left side. Handoff up front. It's going to be Cy Wallace up the middle to the 40. To the 45. He's breaking loose. Got a man to beat. He gets past him and he gets rolled down at the 41-yard line. Cy, the Cyclone. Wallace spins and gets into Hillsdale territory. A huge first down.
Just that shiftiness. You know, he was coming clear our side of the sideline, ended on the other side's hash, just kind of dodging, defenders. Had one man to beat, brings them down. 28-yard pickup, though, for a first down for the freshman.
So 1st and 10, ball at the left hash mark for the Blue Devils. They're tied up at 6 here with 5:41 to go first half. 2 receivers to the right, 2 in motion. That's Lucas and Byers. Byers goes down on all 3. Here's the snap. Quarterback Hackman's going to turn upfield to the 35 and stretches it out to the 30. That's another Danville first down. And starting to get their rhythm.
They sure
are. Blue Devils.
And, we've talked about so often they have so many weapons, and we've seen, of course, Aiden Burke obviously just gets a lot of touches in the game. Siren Wallace, Levi Foray, Aiden Mickley, there Jacob Hackman with the first down run.
1 receiver to the left, 1 to the right side for Danville. Single back, Hackman under center, handoff Wallace right up the middle. Breaks loose, shake and make to the left, and he's going to get a couple of yards there. Boy, he was close to breaking that one open as well.
No, good job there from number 2 there for Hillsdale. He really kind of read his hips and made a good tackle.
So 2nd down and 8 here for the Blue Devils of Danville. Curtis Newland, Jared Stein with you here. And audio you're listening to now, obviously we have video that will start up right after the game is over. Aiden Mickley to the right side. Wesley Payne out there as well. Now Lucas and Spaulding in motion will settle in on the right side of the line. Here's the snap. Handoff. Turns upfield to the 25. Now to the 21-yard line before the tackle is made. And that's Aiden Burke with the carry. And that was close to a first down. They're about a yard out. So 3rd and a yard for Danville. And, the big thing alongside of this is they are just chewing the clock. Right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And that's what you want because, both these teams are offensive powerhouses, folks. So you want to keep that time of possession.
2 receivers to the right, 2 in motion, overloading the right side on the near side. Ball is at the right hash mark, a little bit high on the snap, handoff Burke, right through the center of the field over the nose guard, across the 10 to the 5, and he's going to score upright and drag it up high. Aiden Burke.
Big run there from Aiden Burke and a big time block from another Aiden Mickley, number 11 wide receiver, just took his guy all the way down the field, the only guy that could have made the stop.
12-6. The score. The Blue Devils take the lead on the Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard and see if they can pump 2 in here. They'll likely try. Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction Friday Night Lights brought to you by A-Plus Auto Brokers, Jersey Girls Pizzeria, Griffin Insurance, Fast Eddie's Grounds Maintenance. 2 receivers wide right. They run that double motion. 2 guys from the left over to the right side of the line. In the slot, Lucas, here's the snap, looking for the throw. Hackman to the right side. He might just run it in, and he does. He tucks, and he goes. 2 points. Count it for the Blue Devils. 14-6. And that's the score with 3:38 to go in the first half on your Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard on WMBO Sports.
At the Living Center in Mount Vernon, we provide active, carefree, and secure senior living. Our on-site restaurant and salon mean no more battling Mother Nature to enjoy a meal and feel and look good. Give us a call at 740-397-3897. Visit us at thelivingcenter.net or at 201 North Main Street in Mount Vernon and find us on social media. Everyone at the Living Center wishes all of the area student athletes the best of luck this season. The Living Center is a Levering Management senior apartment community.
Hungry for delicious pizza? Head to Jersey Girls Pizzeria in Danville. Located at 510 South Market Street, we're serving up hot, fresh, and delicious pizza pies that'll make your taste buds dance. Craving something more? Try our wings, subs, garlic knots, and fresh salads. All made with the best ingredients and offered to you with friendly, great service. Call 740-599-6005 for carry-out or delivery or dine in with the family and friends. At Jersey Girls Pizzeria, it sure is great pizza.
And welcome back here to Shelby High School as the Danville Blue Devil fans are pretty excited as they're up 12-0. It's an onside kick, and it'll be laid on by Hillsdale at about the 46-yard line. So the score, 14-6. Danville leading a position they are really happy to be in with 3 minutes and 30 to go.
No, absolutely. You know, and still plenty of time here on the clock for Hillsdale to try to make something here going into halftime. Hillsdale does get the ball in the second half, folks.
So no doubt the Devils would like to force a 3-and-out here and get another try at the end zone before the break. 3 receivers, right triplets. 1 to the left. Here's the snap. Lewis, quick throw to the right side. Has a man, has to come back for it, but it is caught at the 50-yard line, and that's going to be by Holland Young, a 4-yard gain. So it'll be 3:19 to go here in the first half. Clock is running. Hillsdale certainly, they're thinking, well, let's run the clock down. Let's not give Danville any time left on it, but they'd certainly like to score before going to the break as well. And they have the ability to do it fast. I mean, they did it last week. Hail Marys twice successful, end of the first half, end of the game. Here's the handoff to the right side. Faked. It's going to be Lewis with the ball. Working his way to the left side. He's going to get out-chased by Caleb Lucas. My goodness, he's a monster. Caleb Lucas on the front line. Linebacker. He just... You were talking about a fast 40. That was a fast 40 right there.
It was. Well, and it was a good fake there from the quarterback. You know, he kept that ball as long as possible you could in that running back's hands before he pulled it out. And I think Caleb Lucas was the only one who noticed, hey, he kept the ball here.
And he's like, oh, no, you don't. You're not getting by me. And that was fast.
No,
you got to give Caleb Lucas credit for that. My goodness.
Caleb Lucas tackling Caleb Lucas, right?
Yeah, good point. 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. It's Hillsdale. They're needing to score here. Here's the shotgun snap. Quick throw, Lewis right side. It's going to hit the turf, incomplete. Again, his receiver had to come back for it. Couldn't do it. It would have been a first down, but instead, it's going to be 4th down.
It's like a
and
punt
6.
team coming out.
Yeah, they're going to have to punt it.
Hillsdale wanted here at all.
At 2:45 left on the clock.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's 3 timeouts.
That's a lot of time.
And a media timeout, I assume. You know,
right?
Like the first quarter. Great job for the Danville defense, and that's we're used to seeing.
So it'll be 4th down. The punt, forthcoming. Here's the snap. Punt is off, and it's into the lights, and it's going to hit and take a Hillsdale roll about the 11-yard line. That's where Danville will have it with 2:35 remaining in the first half on the Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard. We'll be back in a moment on WMVO.
Elite Preparedness stands as Ohio's unrivaled destination for top-tier firearms training and related services. Experience our state-of-the-art facilities in scenic southern Knox County, stock up in our pro shop, and enjoy our indoor and outdoor range options. Our expert cadre leads an unparalleled lineup of classes and personal training sessions. We also offer VIP transportation, armored vehicle services, along with security and executive protection services. Reach out at 740-263-1234, explore online at elitepreparedness.com, or visit our facilities at 25580 Bell Church Road, Utica, Ohio, to witness the ultimate in preparedness and training.
I formation. Here's the handoff right side. Getting through the front line to secondary. It is going to be Cy Wallace. Up to almost the 30-yard line. Got through 3 tackles. I'm just so impressed with that young man, a freshman. 5'9", 145. How do you do that? How do you do that, Jared?
You know, he is just so fast and so shifty. Wait till we get to the halftime numbers because, man, he is putting them up today. My goodness.
That's a 1st and 10 from a bad position with 2:11 to go in the first half. Single back. In motion is Mickley into the tailback. He gets the pitch to the left side, cuts in, and he's going to go down with a loss. And there's a flag after the play. So that's a 3-yard loss as it stands now.
Yeah, it looks like it's probably going to be a little bit bigger loss than that. They're talking about it.
Hold. Face mask.
Face mask.
Against Hillsdale.
Yeah.
Didn't see that one coming.
Especially the way that was thrown by that backside judge. But they've got a much better view than we do from all the way up here. No doubt about it. 2
minutes to go in the first half. That's like handing Danville a gift.
That's Hillsdale's first penalty of the game, though.
That's the first penalty of the game altogether, isn't it?
Yeah, the Danville had one called, but it was turned
That's
down.
right. It was at the end of the
both teams
touchdown.
with one penalty each. And that's kind of what you expect to see here this deep into the playoffs. Hey, you're going to see your best football now.
So that gives Danville good field position here at the 43-yard line, where it's 1st and 10 now after a face mask penalty on the Falcons. The score 14-6, Danville with the lead. And we're waiting on a clock. I think they're adjusting. Yeah, they put the clock back up to 2 minutes. And they're saying they want more. Or it was the play clock? Perhaps the play clock. So we're back to action. 1st and 10, the Danville Blue Devils have the ball from their own 43-yard line. 2 receivers to the left spread evenly. 1 in the slot right. In motion, here's the snap. Jet sweep out to the left side to Cy Wallace to the 45. Now to the 50, blocking up front to the 40. Moves to the 30, still on his feet. To the 22, he's still up. Spin move, it's a miraculous run by Cy Wallace. My goodness, he has a superpower.
I'm counting that as a 41-yard run, Curtis.
Mike, you need a calculator to get the yards counted up fast enough with him. So 1st and 10 from the 19 with 1:44. Now Danville needs to waste some time, right?
Yeah, now you don't want to. Yeah, absolutely not expecting that.
Unbelievable. And I think we got a media timeout here. We'll step out as well. It is 14-6. Danville on top and looking to score on WMVO.
To high school football Friday Night Lights presented by Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction on WMVO.
Avita Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is proud to care for area athletes. Fellowship trained in complex knee and shoulder surgery, orthopedic surgeon Dr. Kyle Randall and sports medicine physician Dr. Jeremy Ream provide comprehensive sports medicine and orthopedic care for athletes, weekend warriors, and anyone who wants to get back on their feet, from strains and sprains to ACL and shoulder reconstruction. Avita has the experts you need. Call 419-709-8645.
And welcome back here on WMVO Sports, 100.9 FM, 93.7 HD2 on Facebook. 2 receivers make it 3 now wide right for Danville. In scoring position here from the 19-yard line. The snap. Hackman hands it off. Wallace cuts outside the tackle, and he's going to get up to the 11-yard line. Big run that time as well. Just a few yards short of the first down. Nobody's going to stop him.
No, and he's keeping himself very warm here in frigid conditions by moving those feet the way he does. He is going to get a little break, though, it looks like. Burke coming in.
Well, they want to slow it down a little bit.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, they don't want to leave that much time on the clock here. Wesley Payne to the left side. Aiden Mickley out to the right on the split. Burke, single back, under center is Hackman, the snap. Hand off, Burke, right side, guard tackle. 5-4, touchdown! Danville takes a 2-touchdown lead. Aiden Burke will finish it up. And the complexity of this game has changed.
Yeah, well, you don't really care about trying to drain that clock when you get an open path like that.
At some point, you're just like, go.
The daylight's there. Burke knows how to find the daylight better than anybody.
Wow, that is amazing.
He just does such a fantastic job following his blocks. That's why I'm excited about Siren Wallace. He's so good now, but he's learning from Aiden Burke how to handle these situations.
Mickley and Payne to the left side split. Lucas out there on the left. Here's the snap, Haydoff. And it's going to be Burke just barreling through. Nobody touched him. That defensive line getting tired. And Burke puts it in for 2 more. It's 22-6 on your Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard. We'll be back in a moment on the Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction Friday Night Lights State Semifinals on WMVO.
Your family, the car that you bought when you were 18, the house you turned into a home. UIS Insurance and Investments protects what you love and provides security when you need it most. As an independent insurance agency, UIS Insurance and Investments is able to design a custom policy that's unique to you and assures that all things you love are safe and sound. For more information, go to uisprotect.com. UIS Insurance and Investments, trusted advisors for all your insurance needs.
Hi, this is Jess Kirby from Starting Point Pregnancy and Family Resource Center. Starting Point is committed not only to life by supporting you in an unexpected pregnancy, but also providing free pregnancy tests, limited OB ultrasounds, STI and STD testing and treatment, and licensed counseling. We offer the Start Here program that is designed to answer your questions about pregnancy and parenting, and where you can earn points to shop in our client-exclusive Bump and Beyond boutique. All programs are completely free for everyone, no income restrictions or insurance required. Visit knoxstartingpoint.com to find your starting point today.
Deep kick all the way to the 25. It'll be returned by Hillsdale up across the 35 to about the 38-yard line. And Hillsdale will have it with about 58 seconds to work. And they are not afraid to go from the long ball, and they can do it. They've proven that.
No, they've got some good tricks plays as well, and they get the ball in the second half. So, you can't – right now 22-6 Danville. Really good score for them, but you can't count out Hillsdale the way they pass this ball around.
1st and 10 for the Falcons. 2 receivers left. Add one more to the end of the line there. That's Brock Bauer. He's in the slot. Snap. Lewis drops back. Couple of steps. Throws left side. Man wide open. Comes back to catch it. That's Holland Young. And that's a first down up across the 48-yard line. And his receivers do a good job of knowing where that ball's at, able to come back and grab it up.
Yeah, no, that was a good play there.
2 receivers to the right, 2 left. Quick snap, no huddle. Lewis, quick throw, right side has a man. It's caught in the seam, and it's a first down by Holland Young. This is their ability, able to move the ball fast. And Danville, they're certainly preventing here. They don't want the deep ball, but they might have to tighten it up a hair. Here's the snap, dropping back. Lewis looking for the throw. Downfield to the 10-yard line, caught in the air to the 5, and stretching towards the end zone, just short. And what a great throw and catch.
Oh, I was going to say great catch, too, man. He leaped like 5 feet up in the air.
Holland Young there again. Matter of fact, the catch was much better than the throw. And do we have a flag? Yep, there's a flag. That brings it back.
Oh.
Danville's advantage. That's a huge penalty against the Falcons. So holding will bring it back. 27 seconds left to go in the first half. 22-6 on your Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard. Tonight's game brought to you by Country Court and Living Center, Danville Outdoors, Weigel Orthodontics, Avita Health Systems, and Starting Point of Mount Vernon. So it's going to be, we got timeout, media timeout. We'll step out as well.
Yeah.
27 seconds to go, first half.
That's timeout.
22-6. Back in a moment. Danville leads it on WMVO. Actually, I guess we're going to keep it here, my producers tell me. So you were saying.
What in the world,
it was
man?
The other
I was
producer.
getting excited to drink some Pepsi, And, that's Hillsdale. No, they needed that timeout. Hey, reset. We obviously had a really good start to this drive and had a big setback. You got to design and draw something up here. They want to see some points on this drive.
Yes, they do. And it's 1st and 20 for the the Hillsdale. Highland and Hillsdale. It's pretty close, right? Curtis Newland and Jared Stein with you tonight. Don't forget Ohio State in action tomorrow against Michigan, or Ishigan, as I'm supposed to say.
Yeah, I was going to say, why are you using
I don't know, Jared. It's old age. It's what happens. All right, back to the line of scrimmage we go here to finish off the first half. 22-6. Hillsdale behind with the football against the Danville Blue Devils. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Here's the shotgun. Lewis back a couple of steps, fires, right side, has a man. It's nearly picked off. Cy Wallace, and there's a flag. It's probably Levi Ferre over there. Had a lot of contact.
A bit of contact.
Yeah, I think it's the initial call there. I think it is against Danville. So it was a big penalty against Hillsdale on that hold. They had the ball up to the 4-yard line now. A big penalty against Danville on the pass interference. So that sets them up. And we know that this is definitely range for the Hillsdale Falcons.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah. And there's a lot of time at this, being at the 29-yard line, I think is where they're placed. You have a lot of time with 22 seconds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially the way they pass.
Yeah. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left side for Hillsdale. Ball near the right hash mark, 3 down defensively. Here's the snap and a blitz coming. Lewis throws right side, has a man, and he just overthrows it. His receiver did a nice job of getting loose from Mosher, but it'll be incomplete. 2nd down and 4 with
Yeah, no good.
17 seconds.
Yeah, good coverage on a play, but that was just a hard ball to try to catch. Kind of just shot him a little bit too much there.
So 2nd and 1, 2, 3 yards to go here for a first down. That could be a factor, or they're just going to try to go to the end zone. We'll see what happens. 2 receivers to the right, 2 left. 22-6 Danville with the lead. Here's the snap. Lewis, a couple of steps. Now he's got to get out of the pocket, throws it while he gets hit, and it's caught in the middle of the seam to the 10-yard line, and there's a tussle. Still trying to move the ball. Brock Bauer, and the ball at the 9-yard line. I don't see any flags.
Yeah, no, he threw that ball while being tackled, which is really hard to do. Slow to get up there.
Yes, he is. Lewis was slow to get up, but he is off on his own power. 8 seconds remaining in the first half.
Hillsdale's going to take a timeout. Their final.
First down and 9. We'll keep it right here on WMBO Sports. And coming up, we've got Superintendent Snively from Danville going to be on the radio show. Tyler Mathias talking to him. And as we get set here for the halftime on a cold night. I mean, the night started out at 22 degrees. I don't know where it's going to be by the time we end this thing.
Yeah, it's 22 in a real feel of 8 originally.
I have a feeling it's not going to get any warmer.
No, and that wind is brutal. Not that I can feel it at the moment. I'm thankful for that.
Tonight's game brought to you by Mount Vernon Nazarene University, Elite Preparedness, Fennell's Floor Finishing, and more, Foster's Pharmacy, and Jersey Girls Pizzeria as they come out after the timeout. 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. 1, maybe 2 shots remaining if they throw the ball, but you got to think they will. Now, we have also seen Lewis, the quarterback, run the ball. Tries to throw, forced to run, he can do it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So Danville will have to keep him honest on that. Spread offense. 2 receivers wide left, 2 wide right. Waiting the officials to give them the go-ahead. 8 seconds to go first half. Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard 22-6. Danville leads it at the moment. Hillsdale, though, poised to score here. And here we go. So 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left side. Shotgun snap, quarterback. Lewis, he takes the snap, drops back, looks long into the end zone. Timing route, it's caught! It's a touchdown by Brock Bauer, the junior wide receiver. Boy, he was focused like a laser on that catch and brings it in for the Falcons. And that helps them out a lot, Jared, because that brings them to 12, 22-12, but they will get the ball coming out of the locker room in the second half.
Huge play there. And he just jumped up. He was going to make sure he caught that thing. That's a good effort.
Clinched on that ball. There was no way he was going to let go. And so now they're going to try to go for 2 here. 2 receivers to the right, 2 left. Trying to make up for the missed extra point earlier. Here's the snap. Throw right side into the end zone. No good. 22-12 the score. 4 seconds remaining in the first half on your Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard. Back in a moment. Nope, I guess we're still keeping it here on WMBO. Sorry about that.
Yeah, 4 seconds to go here. No, good drive. There's like a lot of ups and downs there in that drive. Hey, we had a big penalty, after getting to the 4-yard line, big penalty, bringing it back. Then Danville, pass interference, and still making that, getting in the end zone for Hillsdale.
Tonight's game brought to you by Fast Eddie's Grounds Maintenance, Country Court Living Center, Danville Outdoors. Thanks for joining us tonight. By the way, we'll remind you, if you're watching live right now, you're watching our faces on the video. But if you're watching this and it's like midnight and we're not there, that's what happened earlier. But it's going to be on video. As soon as the game is after, we're going to post it with the video portion, and that is because of OHSAA regulations. So a lot of people have asked that question. We've had a lot of people say, "Well, we're not going to listen to you then," and they were upset about it. We have nothing to do with it. So
I mean, trust me, you could come out here in the brutal cold too.
Yeah, and huddle up there. I'll tell you what, there's a ton of people here. Ton of people. Danville faithful and Falcon faithful also out here. Here's the kick, and it's going to be low, squib, across the 40-yard line, and Danville will drop on it. 3 seconds on the clock, so they will have to run a play. I'm sure they're going to down it.
Yeah, that would be the assumption. Hey, let's go to halftime, get warmed up. Yeah,
but then again, it's the Blue Devils.
It is.
You never really know.
You never know.
They do a nice job of executing special plays, and so we'll see what they have in mind here. Never underestimate Coach Bloom and what they might do.
It looks like they're going to go in the kneel formation here, but you still never know.
You never know. And they are going to play conservative. And there you go. And that's going to run off the clock here at halftime. 22-12 is the score. Our guest host coming up here in just a moment on WMVO.
UIS Insurance and Investments protects what you love and provides security when you need it the most. They're a full-service, independent insurance agency with a hometown attitude dedicated to providing the best coverage and service possible. UIS Insurance and Investments supports area schools and communities with local offices in Northwest and Central Ohio and Southeast Michigan. For more information, go to uisprotect.com. That's uisprotect.com. UIS Insurance and Investments, trusted advisors for all your insurance needs.
We got a chance to catch up with Jason Snively, the superintendent of Danville Local Schools, and he talks about some of the things that go into planning going to a football game and some of the things that go into this and more about Danville Local Schools at the half of your ball game from Shelby High School between Danville and Jeromesville, Hillsdale. Again, Jason Snively of Danville Local Schools.
You know, it's just it means a lot to the community. You know, as Danville, we're one of the few that just serves one village, one community, and I think that's what makes us special. Makes it easier for us to pull everyone together. And I think at football for the last, maybe since the beginning of football at Danville, even 30 years ago when I played, 32 years ago. It wasn't even about football, the sport. It was about what the sport brings to the community and just the camaraderie, and that's what they play for. They're not really playing for the love of the sport at Danville. They're playing for the love of the community and what it brings to the community.
When you have this, and I was talking with Devaney the other day, and we interviewed her and played it back there on Friday night, and it was kind of fun to chat with her about that, but it all happens really fast with the OHSAA. It's like, here's where you're going. You got to get everything figured out. And you guys, as a school, got to figure out sometimes with a charter bus and different things like that. How does that all factor in when it comes to football?
You get to this time of the year, and it's really challenging. A lot of schools have volunteered to host events. Majority of the schools obviously are shut down their football facilities for the year, and their concession stands are closed up. So, it's hard to even, not too many schools even want to host this time of the year. So, with us, obviously, we traveled all the way down to Logan, which was a 2-hour trip, so that wasn't convenient. People upset. Well, why do we have to travel 2 hours? And the other schools, half hour, 45 minutes away sometimes. But it's just the way it is. And as Coach Bloom, and one of their statements and quotes is, no excuses, and that's kind of where we continue to go with it. And as far as the busing and transportation, honestly, the way it works is, our coach has said, I don't want to do anything different, but when it's 2 hours away and a late night, well, maybe we will take a charter bus. So we, got on the phone. Some boosters kind of stepped up with us. And honestly, though, we take the difference of what the school buses would charge, what it would cost the school district to take 2 school buses. And honestly, for us, by the time you pay the drivers and all their benefits that go along with any normal payroll, taking 2 buses all the way to Logan last week would have cost the district about $969.
Wow.
So we actually got a charter bus for $1,200.
Yeah.
So for the benefit of the kids and the ride, and to make them appreciate what they do. The local community stepped up and paid the difference of that amount. So it's kind of a no-brainer to me for what it was.
Yeah,
so.
a couple $100 is nothing.
Right.
Pot there. But, of course, basketball, obviously the boys got to wait for a little bit because a lot of those guys play basketball, and then he kind of throws that off a little bit. But in terms of athletics, you got that for the girls. You got a bowling team over there at Danville yet?
No, we don't. I know we had some interest a few years ago, but it's hard to find a coach.
Yeah.
That's what we had a coach lined up there several years ago, and then at the last minute, he actually bought a bowling alley over east.
Yeah.
So that didn't come to fruition, but it's tough in a small school. I feel bad for the basketball team. I think there's maybe a half a dozen at the most, maybe as many as 3 student athletes that don't play football.
Yeah.
So for these small schools, it's hard for us to. That's one reason why it's having this extended playoff model is a little challenging for small schools.
Sure.
When you're trying to field multiple teams.
Yeah.
And that's just what we have to deal with. We're a football traditional school, and we'll take advantage of it, and the other sports have to work together to, put the season together.
Yeah. And of course, people always say, well, if you play football, you can go right on the basketball court. It's a different kind of being in shape when it's basketball and football. It's it's small burst in football to an extent, right. And then it's kind of an extended running when it comes to basketball. Right. But so of course we'll keep in touch with how the schedule gets affected with the football there. But in terms of Danville, ongoing construction over in Danville, tell us about what's going on there.
Yeah, we still have a 4,800 square foot addition we're trying to add on to our 7 through 12 building. The base of that really goes to ADA accessibility, secure accessibility. Included in that is a elevator, and we're hoping to, get that done by next August. We're not getting started with it as fast as we hope. There's just so much permitting and challenges you have to deal with the state getting everything approved anymore. So that's slowed us down. But we're moving forward. Like I say, hopefully mid-August next year, we're looking for that completion.
All right, excellent. Of course, in Danville, when we talk about calamity days, it's always a challenge because of the fact of the curvy roads and all that stuff. And the other day, I came to work and it was snowing pretty good. And there were still some, it wasn't on the road and there were still people going 30 miles an hour. But, you think about that this time of the year, it's a little different at Danville just because of kind of where you guys are at and the curvy roads and things.
Sure. We got the hills, we got the trees over the hills and through the creeks and everything. It seems like we go through sometimes. So, and just being the furthest away from the county garage, I think it takes 3 truckloads of salt to get to us. So, we probably will close, at least delay more so than, other areas of the county. But, we try to work together and see what's coming our direction. We're real similar. Our topography is real similar to East Knox, Howard, Bladensburg areas. So, try to communicate with them and see where we are with things on both sides of the territories. I even kind of talked to Loudonville and Clear Fork because even some of our district goes into, to Richland County and up that way as Ashland County either. So we have to communicate and do what's best. And the years of trying to be a hero for snow days, I'm not into that. I want the safety. We can make days up in the summer as far as I'm concerned, but it's not worth coming upon a bus in the ditch and with kids out in the cold and rain anymore.
Again, Jason Snively, Superintendent, Danville Local Schools, back to your ball game as the Danville Blue Devils taking on Romesville Hillsdale here on WMVO.
Start your day the right way with a delicious breakfast from Jersey Girls Pizzeria in Danville. From fresh Knox County sourced eggs made to order, to delicious biscuits and gravy, to homemade hash browns, and fantastic breakfast sandwiches. We'll help you get your day off to a great start. Find us at 510 South Market Street and fuel up for your day. At Jersey Girls, it sure is a great breakfast.
Your sinks are backed up, the electric in your master bedroom needs rewired, and now the wife is asking for a new addition. It's time to get in touch with Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Now Construction. Give Brian and his team a call at 740-627-8004. They can fix your electrical and plumbing needs and give your bathroom and kitchen a remodel.
Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Construction is a proud sponsor for all the local high school teams.
Enjoy the season. Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Construction. 740-627-8004.
Great news, Central Ohio. Foster's Pharmacy offers daily dose packaging, which are convenient and simple. It's truly personalized care you're looking for. It just starts with a call to get started. Take the hassle out of your medications. Call 740-392-0911. Foster's Health Mart Pharmacy.
Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care. UIS Insurance and Investments protects what you love and provides security when you need it the most. They're a full-service, independent insurance agency with a hometown attitude dedicated to providing the best coverage and service possible. UIS Insurance and Investments supports area schools and communities with local offices in Northwest and Central Ohio and Southeast Michigan. For more information, go to uisprotect.com. That's uisprotect.com. UIS Insurance and Investments, trusted advisors for all your insurance needs.
Great news, Central Ohio. Foster's Pharmacy offers daily dose packaging, which are convenient and simple. It's truly personalized care you're looking for. It just starts with a call to get started. Take the hassle out of your medications. Call 740-392-0911. Foster's Health Mart Pharmacy.
Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
You're listening to High School Football Friday Night Lights, presented by Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction on WMVO. We got a chance to catch up with Jason Snively, the superintendent of Danville Local Schools, and he talks about some of the things that go into planning going to a football game and some of the things that go into this. And
home has never meant more. It's not just a place, it's where life happens. Protect yours from the inside out with a home insurance policy from Frankenmuth Insurance. Are you ready to get frank about your insurance needs? Start a conversation with the experts at UIS Insurance and Investments and see if a homeowner's policy from Frankenmuth Insurance is right for you. Get started at UISprotect.com. That's UISprotect.com. Trusted advisors for all your insurance needs.
And welcome back, everyone, to Shelby High School on WMBO Sports. Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard 22-12. Danville with the lead, but the Hillsdale Falcons will have the ball coming into the second half. We're at halftime right now. Our sponsors tonight, I want to thank them. Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction Friday Night Lights. Also presented by Foster's Pharmacy, Fennell's Floor Finishing and more, Elite Preparedness, Mount Vernon Nazarene University, Starting Point of Mount Vernon, Avita Health Systems, Weigel Orthodontics, Danville Outdoors, Country Court and Living Center at Fast Eddie's Grounds Maintenance, Griffin Insurance, Jersey Girls Pizzeria, and A-Plus Auto Brokers. It's the UIS Insurance and Investment halftime show on WMVO. The score 22-12 on the Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard. We'll be back with some more halftime after this on WMVO.
New boyfriend or just friends? LOL or OMG? Call, text, or email. Mom. These days, keeping up with your child can be puzzling. But when it comes to straightening your child's smile, you can rest assured that an orthodontist can solve the puzzle. Only orthodontists have an additional 2 to 3 years of education beyond dental school to become specialists in straightening and aligning teeth. So get it right. See the specialist.
See your local orthodontic specialist, Weigel Orthodontics. Visit weigelorthodontics.com.
Expert DIYer? Rookie renovator? Get all the stuff you'll need from people who know how to use it at Danville Feed and Supply Hardware and Lumberyard. You'll find everything from commercial and custom feed to paint and plumbing. If you're not quite sure what you need, these friendly folks are happy to help. Grab your list of projects and come on down to the bigger, better Danville Feed and Supply Hardware and Lumberyard, all in one building on South Market Street in Danville.
You're listening to High School Football Friday Night Lights, presented by Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction on WMVO.
And welcome back here to Shelby High School on WMVO Sports. Again, 22-12. Danville leads it. And what a game we have here. I mean, Danville got on a run. We felt like there was a momentum shift towards Danville, but this is far from over with that last touchdown there from Hillsdale, and they come out and get the ball in the second half. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a moment, but first let's talk about some numbers. I know you've got some interesting ones for us.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And no, that was a fantastic effort. 60-yard drive there for Hillsdale with 44 seconds to get points back on the board. For Hillsdale, passing team as we expected, 18 attempts, 12 completions, 1 touchdown for Cale Lewis, and 1 rushing touchdown. Both touchdowns were at the hands of QB number 1 there, Cale Lewis for Hillsdale. And they've played a good all-around effort, lots of good weapons on offense and good wide receivers. And for Danville, a lot of different touches. Aiden Burke, 102 yards and a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Jacob Hackman, only 1 pass attempt, which was complete from the young man. 10 yards and a 10-yard touchdown run as well for Jacob.
Wrap up this show this evening.
Siren Wallace is definitely the standout, Curtis, the freshman. I've got him at 131 yards, a touchdown, and a 2-point conversion. The kid is just rapid fast out there, and he is definitely playing with a lot of heart tonight.
Indeed he is, and Danville has so many nice weapons to use, and on a cold night like tonight, it's nice to be able to use your running game. However, I think Hillsdale at first, that caught them a little bit off guard, but they have been warming up, and so this second half could be a real barn burner, no question about it. Hillsdale is, they've been in these situations before, and last week, can't say it enough, because I don't know that I've ever heard of it twice in a game to have completed a Hail Mary
Yeah.
end of the first half last week and end of the game to win it.
Yeah, and almost
this
had
is a team
one
that
here,
can do it.
You know, in the first half here, they went for it a couple times. And, you know, having over 2,700 yards for the season in passing, unbelievable. And they're just such a threat there in the passing game. And it doesn't seem like this cold's slowing them down. Right now, folks, the real feel started at 8 when we started the game. Right now it's at 3 degrees.
Wow. It's even coming into the press box. I mean, we're complaining about the cold in here. And I feel, I don't want to say that too loudly because they might, attack us if we go outside the door.
Yeah, right in front of us,
they
sir.
are on aluminum bleachers, which you know how cold that is, and icy at best coming up here. So they get like an extra award out there tonight, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. No, there are troopers. Both sides, Hillsdale and Danville, both drew really good crowds.
Well, you know me, I'm a real proponent of heated jackets, right? I want to come up with my own brand. But
we're
I saw
inside,
heated jackets out there tonight. There were some of those out there tonight.
Yeah, no, you can't blame them. You're doing everything you can. This is, your toes are cold, your fingers are you can't feel your nose. That is how folks are feeling out there tonight.
Well, we are at a beautiful stadium here. This is a stadium that's been here for about 3 years, and it's so nicely lit. You can see all of the field terrifically. The press box in here, the pizza, they've been great to us, and we appreciate all of that as well here in Shelby, Ohio. The score at halftime, 22-12 on your Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard. We'll be back with some more comments in a moment.
Home has never meant more. It's not just a place. It's where life happens. Protect yours from the inside out with a home insurance policy from Frank & Muth Insurance. Are you ready to get frank about your insurance needs? Start a conversation with the experts at UIS Insurance and Investments and see if a homeowner's policy from Frank & Muth Insurance is right for you. Get started at UISprotect.com. That's UISprotect.com. UIS Insurance and Investments. Trusted advisors for all your insurance needs.
You're ready. Ready for cool weather, tree stands, and hunter's orange. Ready to land the big one. The fish that didn't get away. You'll know you're ready because you went to Danville Outdoors to stock up on everything from rods and reels to deer feed and practice targets. When that 10-point buck finally steps into range or that monster bass bites on your lure, you'll be ready. Before you go outdoors, go see the folks at Danville Outdoors, South Market Street in Danville. DanvilleOutdoor.com.
Education is valuable, and at Mount Vernon Nazarene University, it's affordable too.
Year after year, MVNU continues to be one of the most affordable four-year private schools in Ohio. Because of competitive financial aid awards, students are able to graduate with less debt.
Did you know that MVNU has ranged in the top 5% best college for the money by College Factual for the past 3 years straight?
Schedule a visit today with mvnu.edu/visit and see for yourself.
At MVNU, the future is bright.
And welcome back here on WMBO Sports 100.9 FM, 93.7 HD2, and streaming on Facebook, our audio portion. After the game, we will post the video portion as per regulation of OHSAA tonight. All right, so we know that the Danville Blue Devils are good at making adjustments during the halftime. What adjustments, even though they're in the lead, what adjustments do you think they might be making?
For Danville, truthfully, I don't think too many. You're sticking to the ground game. You're going to keep feeding Burke and Wallace the ball here to control the tempo and maintain this lead. Defend the deep ball, Curtis, I think is going to be a big key, right? You've mentioned the back-to-back Hail Marys last game that Hillsdale had. It's going to be really important for Danville to defend that deep ball. Hillsdale passing game is their biggest weapon, so tightening up coverage and pressuring Lewis is really crucial here. And for Danville, it's cold weather. You got to limit turnovers. This cold weather increases the risk of fumbles. Ball security will be key here in the second half.
So there you have it, some of the things that to be watching for here in the second half of play, and keeping warm out there, and fingers, it's easy to stub your fingers at everything else on a night like tonight, and You mentioned it earlier. It was surprising that Lewis wasn't using gloves out there. And I know as a quarterback, you don't want to change up what you've been doing, right?
Yeah.
But
he's not even wearing a warmer pad, though, And for Hillsdale, you're leaning on your sophomore quarterback, Lewis, with, over 2,700 yards. He's got over 2,900 yards here just with the first half included of this game. You're leaning on his ability to throw that deep ball. Danville secondary, they're going to do everything they can to exploit that.
I was thinking about a little bit about the defense of Danville. I mean, their offense is running really well. I suppose there's some wrinkles the offensive coordinator and the coaching team's probably looking at. But defensively, I think they're probably going to be thinking about how well these guys can catch, and they have warmed up a little bit. I mean, you noticed it with Brock Bauer on his catch in the end zone. He gripped that ball so hard. That's not something you see in a lot of teams do. Their receivers – they have a good quarterback, but their receivers are really good about holding on to that thing.
Oh, yeah. It's a team game, so it's not just, on the hands of Lewis to make those big passes. You've got to come up with them, and Hillsdale has a great receiving core. And like you said, hey, that secondary coverage is really important. And Danville hasn't done bad with that. It's just, it's so hard to be consistent on that type of wide receiver, right?
Indeed. We'll be back in a moment. We're about set for the second half action, 22-12 on your Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard, all part of the Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction Friday Night Lights. Back in a moment on WMVO Sports.
Breakfast from Jersey Girls Pizzeria in Danville. From fresh Knox County sourced eggs made to order, to delicious biscuits and gravy, to homemade hash browns, and fantastic breakfast sandwiches. We'll help you get your day off to a great start. Find us at 510 South Market Street and fuel up for your day. At Jersey Girls, it sure is a great breakfast.
Your sinks are backed up, the electric in your master bedroom needs rewired, and now the wife is asking for a new addition. It's time to get in touch with Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Now Construction. Give Brian and his team a call at 740-627-8004. They can fix your electrical and plumbing needs and give your bathroom and kitchen a remodel.
Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Construction is a proud sponsor for all the local high school teams.
Enjoy the season. Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Construction. 740-627-8004.
And welcome back here to Shelby High School, where we're about set for second half action. And the score, 22-12. So Danville with the lead coming into the third quarter. The Hillsdale Falcons will have the ball first, though. They'll receive the kickoff. And it'll be interesting to see what adjustments that they will make based on what we talked about. And we're just about set here. Thanks for joining us so much. We have enjoyed having you with us throughout the season, both on our radio and on the video as well, and appreciative that you join us tonight. Curtis Newland along with Jared Stein, Austin Sinnett, our producer, and Gary Cooper running the camera. He's probably colder than the rest of us tonight. Austin is nodding his head yes. I guess he got the short end of the straw, right?
Sure did. Hey, a couple other scores in the area. One big matchup for KMAC fans. Northmore still in. They're playing Kirkland. It looks like they are down at halftime 20-7. And I'm going to have to kind of play around with the Marion local score because I had them at 27-0 at half, but something updated that doesn't make sense. So let me keep digging on Marion local.
Okay, fantastic. See if we can keep you updated with that. The winner of this game will play the winner of the game that he just mentioned. And, everybody's, of course, thinking Marion local's easy to go into the state final. And we'll keep you posted on that best we can. All right.
Had a heck of a run.
They are. How many games straight now? I won't put the pressure on you.
No, I heard someone say 90.
It's some
I don't
crazy
know,
number.
Folks. It's
some
wild
crazy
if that's
number.
the case.
Comes from my previous turf from over in that general direction. Didn't do a lot of Marion local games, maybe one in the past, but they were still in the area that I was in. I was very aware of them. I got friends that went there to school, and that is quite the football team.
Yeah, it looks like they are up 27-6 at halftime over Columbus Grove.
Okay. So likely, and of course there's a whole half left, whoever wins this will play Marion local likely.
Good chance. Safe bet, folks.
So Caleb Lucas sets the ball at the 40-yard line as we get set for the second half on the Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction Friday Night Lights State semifinal action. Here we go. Next week, the game would be at 10:30 in the morning in Canton. Here's the snap, kickoff, and it's going to be driven down to the 15, returned up to the 25, now to the 30-yard line, up to the 35, still on his feet. And so not bad field position for Hillsdale to start this drive.
No, not at all. And, they've been kind of figuring out their identity here in this game, right? It's taken some time. It's hard passing conditions here. Luckily, now they're going with the wind here on this drive for Hillsdale. And they will take advantage of that or do everything they can to.
Falcons with the football. 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right side. Here's the snap to Lewis. Quick throw, screen pass, right side, by the sideline. Turns upfield. Quick 8 yards here, maybe 9 for Hillsdale. I'll tell you what, too. The screen pass, frankly, I've seen a lot of football in my day and called a lot of football. The screen pass doesn't work very often, but these guys have made it work a couple of times now. And they're so fast. Quarterback's fast on his release.
Curtis is not a fan of the screen pass. I've learned that throughout the course
you're
of this
probably
year.
right. You're probably right. We can go into a longer discussion on that another day. Here's the snap, handoff, counter inside, and it's going to be a first down for Hillsdale. And they're going to be pushing blue jerseys and white jerseys, and they will get the first down on that.
Yeah, I kind of wonder how we're coming out in halftime. Okay, you got in the locker room, you got warmed up. Now your hands are tingling, right?
Yes, right.
You're back at it, back out in 3-degree real field temperature out here in
Indeed.
Shelby.
I would think that the Hillsdale Falcons would want to get a little bit of a running game going like we just saw there. Keep the Devils honest. We'll see. Here's a screen to the left. Caught. Bauer to the 50. Moves upfield to the 45. Again, a successful screen pass. And let's see if he gets a good spot. It should be at the 45-yard line, and that's where they're going to put it. So that was a gain of 7 there.
Yeah, and right now these screens, these bubble passes, are really kind of doing wonders. Danville's, to keep up with those wide receivers, their secondary's got to stay kind of off that line of scrimmage, and they're taking advantage of that right now.
Take note how they're running the screens here because they have been successful with them. 2 to the right, 2 left, ball at the right left hash mark. Here's the snap. Handoff up the middle, charging ahead for 2 yards on the carry. That's going to be Owen Sloan, the junior 180-pound running back. So second and a pair to go here for Hillsdale. 3rd down. Score is 22-12 on your Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard. A lot of people here in the press box tonight.
It's packed.
And it's a big press box.
I feel like I'm a sardine right now, folks.
I was going to tell you, kind of looked like one, too. Here's the snap. Lewis, long throw, right side. Does he have a man one-on-one? And it's tipped into the air by Cy Wallace. Incomplete. Boy, that is a tough pass to make.
Almost picked off.
Almost picked off. Cy Wallace. You're not going to outrun him.
No.
So he tried to outthrow him.
He is super lightning fast.
4th down and a pair.
4th down. I'm kind of curious what their 4th and 2 from their own 40 from Danville's 44
you could try to pin them down a little bit, but also you've seen the Blue Devils run. So if you're Hillsdale, like how many more times are we going to get the ball? If they do take all that time on the clock, you got to go for it, right?
They're definitely going for it,
and they are.
I like it. Danville faithful's loud in their feet.
Left side of the line loaded, and here is the whistle. Timeout, I think. Oh, delay game? Didn't see it. So that'll move them back 5 yards. Boy, they really didn't want that.
So now they're discussing, hey, do we go for it still? Do we bring out the punt team?
The ball's at the 49-yard line in Danville territory. You got to think about punting it probably, and I think they are. They're changing out squads.
I'd probably consider going for that, truthfully. You are trying to make a run to Canton here.
So they will punt it away. At least they show it. McFadden is back. Hayden McFadden, the junior, to punt it away. Also one of their wide receivers. And timeout.
Danville.
Yep. We'll step out as well. You're listening to high school football on WMBO Sports.
Start your day the right way with a delicious breakfast from Jersey Girls Pizzeria in Danville. From fresh Knox County sourced eggs made to order, to delicious biscuits and gravy, to homemade hash browns and fantastic breakfast sandwiches. We'll help you get your day off to a great start. Find us at 510 South Market Street and fuel up for your day. At Jersey Girls, it sure is a great breakfast.
After the timeout, it's 4th down and 7. McFadden back to punt it away for the Falcons. Cy Wallace, and I think it's Payne back here to return it. And, well, we got
definitely a false start there.
So back it up even further.
Number 2 of Hillsdale. Yeah,
something's going on in there inside of their camp on that. 2 quick penalties like that.
And they were going for a fake there, folks. Just
yeah,
pretty darn obvious.
Yep, McFadden broke away there.
Yeah, I don't think.
At first,
I
thought
think you're keeping the same play call here.
4th down and 12. Here's the stat. McFadden will punt it away, left-footed. It's going to bounce at the 26-yard line, and it doesn't go very far. So about a 1-yard advantage after the bounce for the Falcons. So the Blue Devils will have it from the 25-yard line. They're okay with that. 9:30 to go here in the third quarter. So 1st and 10. First drive of the night for the Blue Devils. They accomplished what they wanted, is to force a punt or a turnover.
Absolutely.
And that kind of negates the Hillsdale Falcons getting the ball in the second half first.
Yeah, no, that was huge and good effort from all the guys down there, especially Siren Wallace again, who is just having a tremendous game, having fantastic pass coverage.
1st and 10, under center is going to go Hackman. Here's a pitch to Cy Wallace, left side tackle, and he gets taken down early. And the Falcons did a nice job of reading that play. Everybody in on that scrum offense there, all lining up there.
No, good job there for Hillsdale on defense, tagging that ball, sniffing out that kind of reverse fake that they had.
2nd and 10 now. Blue Devils come back to the line of scrimmage. And they're going to do it again, like a wing tee. Under center, Hackman. Here's the snap, pitch, right side. Again, Cy Wallace. And that play, folks, is not working for them. 3rd down and 10, stop to the line of scrimmage. I think they're much better off making you think about what they're doing.
Yes.
And I would be surprised if they stay with that pattern. Unless they got the overall arching plan here. It's 3rd down and 10. And we're going to see a change. Payne's coming in, Mickley's coming in, Mosher's coming in.
The whiteouts are coming in, folks. They 3rd and 10 here.
Mosher will split out to the wide left, 1 in the slot left, 2 wide right. Under center, Hackman takes the snap, fakes the handoff, throws right side, timing around to Cy Wallace, and that's going to be a flag. It has to be a flag as he is knocked to the turf. Cy Wallace, so that's a big penalty, and that'll be a 1st down.
And he definitely was knocked down.
No, it was no question.
Also some good salesmanship there, what you would call sold. He took a good flop, Curtis. He took a good push.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Good flop.
Whatever happened, it is a 1st down and a big play for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, if you're going to put your hands on me, I'm going to make it count.
Getting ready for basketball.
Yeah. No.
Does he play basketball?
I would assume so. Both those Walls boys are pretty darn good athletes.
1 to the left, 1 to the right. 2 slots either side. Single back. Here's the snap. Right side handoff. Hackman, and he's going to pick it up for 2 yards. Kind of going back to that wing tee with 2 receivers, though. Strange. Not seen that one from the Devils this season.
No, and they like making, pretty significant halftime adjustments. They do a fantastic job with it. I'm sure that they're working something here.
Yeah, it's a setup, right?
Yeah, they're setting something up.
Mosher wide left, 1 in the slot right, 1 slot left. Single back tight, close to the quarterback. Here's the snap, pitch to Cy Wallace left side. Cuts inside the blockers, nothing doing. It ain't working, Jared. They've lost 2 yards now on that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, Hillsdale's doing a great job here defending this run game.
3rd and 9.
Getting the pass team
back. Well, look, they're
out.
showing everything in the middle. Like you said, maybe they're setting something up in here bigger. But 3rd and 9 for the Blue Devils from the 42. 7:14 to go, third quarter. 22-12 on the Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard. Tonight's game brought to you by Weigel Orthodontics, Danville Outdoors, Country Court, and Living Center. Fast Eddie's Grounds Maintenance, Griffin Insurance, and Jersey Girls Pizza. 2 receivers to the right side wide, 1 slot left to make them 2. They're going to go in motion over to the right, tight end down. Here's the snap. Carrying it, Hackman. He's running out to the right sideline. Now he's got to step back, and he is going to go down to the turf. It's going to be 4th and 11. So they've definitely changed their offense coming into the third quarter, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Well, they changed their offense, and Hillsdale have really changed their defense up, putting more guys in the box, which you definitely would against a wing T, and more guys in the box and just attacking the ball tremendously well here in this opening drive.
2 receivers right, 1 wide left, and they're going to punt it. Showing punt anyway, and there it goes. Punt is off, and it's going to land at the 34-yard line. Bauer gets it and then just tries to leap forward a couple yards to get anything he can get. We'll see on the placement there. So both teams ended up punting here in the third quarter to start things off. 6:12 to go in the third. Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction Friday Night Lights. That series puzzles me.
Yeah, it's not a common play calling there from Danville, and you know, I think they're probably going to reconsider some of those halftime adjustments and get back to what works.
Hall and Young split out wide to the right for the Falcons. 2 receivers left. Here's the snap and a handoff and a pitch to McFadden, right side with blocking by Lewis up to the 40, now to the 45, first down. He's on the loose to the 40-yard line, sprints down the sideline to about the 23. And the safety, Wesley Payne, will bump him out of bounds. And that was a dangerous run for the Hillsdale Falcons. And Danville paid the price for that. Ball at the 25. So he stepped out of bounds a little sooner than what it appeared.
Oh, yeah, he did. I got to redo my numbers then. But 38-yard run there for McFadden. Really good job.
So it'll be 1st and 10 now for Hillsdale. Hayden McFadden out to the left side. 1 wide to the right. Here's the snap, handoff. Sloan, he's going to keep it this time. Left side, turns upfield, and he's going to get stopped quickly. And in on that play was Nolan Ridgway. He's like, nope, you're not going any farther. I'm going to put you down right here. That is a gain of 4, though, for Hillsdale. That was the one that they flipped back for a reverse in one of the previous plays.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, they've got a lot of reverses here in their runs. They are not running up the middle, which I wouldn't either against, Owen and Josh. And, those guys up front are tough to run on.
Young wide right, 2 receivers left to snap. Lewis in the pocket. Now he's flushed out. Working laterally. He's in trouble. He's got to run, and he's going to take a dive. He lost the ball, but I think he was down at the 22-yard line. No gain.
Yeah, he was still looking to pass. He was already past the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
I was wondering. I was like, don't do it. And, hey.
Blue Devils doing a nice job of their secondary on the defense, giving him no place to go to.
They've done a fantastic job on defense all postseason.
Yes, they have. 3rd down and 7. Single receiver wide left, 1 right. Here's the snap. Lewis timing around right side towards the end zone, and it's caught. And that, did he call it? In bounds. Touchdown. Falcons on the board.
Whoa,
that'll give them 18.
A lot of contact there on that play, Curtis.
Woo. Yeah, that's how dangerous Hillsdale can be. And Hillsdale will go to try the point after here. And that would bring them within 3. So they'll offset the line. Now they'll shift back to normal position. And A.J. Brown will try to put it through the uprights for Hillsdale. Here's the snap, placement, and the kick. It's blocked. Another one. 2 blocks. Wallace, I think, got that one.
He got the last one, too.
He was part of the last one. I know they had 3 in there on the last one. I couldn't define it. Maybe you did. But Wallace definitely in there on that one. Unbelievable. 22-18 is the score. We'll be back in a moment on WMVO. Danville leads.
Backed up, the electric in your master bedroom needs rewired, and now the wife is asking for a new addition. It's time to get in touch with Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Now Construction. Give Brian and his team a call at 740-627-8004. They can fix your electrical and plumbing needs and give your bathroom and kitchen a remodel.
Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Construction is a proud sponsor for all the local high school teams.
Enjoy the season. Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Construction. 740-627-8004.
And welcome back here to Shelby High School. Beautiful stadium here, north of Mansfield. Curtis Newland, Jared Stein with you on the call of the game here tonight. As the Hillsdale Falcons will kick it off, McFadden will do the honors. He's been a pretty active player in this game. Danville with 2 return men. And the ball falls over once again. That's 4 times tonight, I think, total.
3 of them has been on Hillsdale.
Yes. They ended up holding it last time with one of the players, and they might do that again here. If it goes over again, that's what will happen.
Now, he kicked very well when he had a holder the last go-around.
As long as it's not, Lucy? On the Peanuts? You're too young for that probably, aren't you? Don't say it, Jared.
I know what the Peanuts are.
Here's the kick. This one's going to be end over end, and it's going to hit at the 18. Picked up to return. Cy Wallace with the ball across the 25-yard line. No, it's Foray, and that'll be where they start their drive. A very important drive. The last drive was their worst one of the playoffs, frankly.
Yeah, no, it was. You know, they kind of got the lucky break on the pass interference, but did nothing with it. 2 different times, truly. You know,
see if they go back to what they were doing in the first half. 1st and 10, ball at the 25-yard line, centered between the hash marks. And we'll see Wesley Payne out left. This looks a little more like they like to run. 1 wide right, single back. Payne in motion. Here's the snap. Handoff. Aiden Burke, left side guard tackle, and he's going to move the pile 5 yards on the gain. That's what you like to see if you're a Danville fan.
Well, that's what you expect there, those 4, 5, 6-yard pickups on first down. That is notorious for this Danville offense, and it's good to see them go back into rhythm here, their second possession of the half.
2nd and 5 now for the Blue Devils. Payne comes out, Hackman comes in with the play. And to the line of scrimmage they come. Hackman goes under center. They're going to run this wing T again. I'm not sure I understand, but I don't have to. Here's the snap. Handoff up the middle, and it's stopped. 2-yard, maybe 3-yard gain. So they're going to be short 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, it's still not a bad situation to be in. Looks like Cy's going to come out onto the bench. I like feeding the ball to Josh Byers, though.
3:26 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Leading 22-18 on the Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard. Danville with the ball, 2 receivers wide left, 1 slot right. They're going to go in motion. Austin Spalding and Lucas. Here's the snap and the handoff. It's going to be Burke up the middle, and he's going to be close to the first down. Maybe with a final push, they might have got it. They might have got it with the second push. It doesn't look good, though, from the sideline, judges.
It's super close.
I think he got it, but it doesn't look good.
I think he ended up getting it, too, but they did not. They're not calling it. Man, and he got stuffed in the line of scrimmage and just kept those feet driving, and still picked up a few yards there on the play.
So 4th and 1. I don't think I think they're going to go for it.
Oh, yeah. They're going to call
timeout.
Official timeout.
We'll be back in a moment. 22.
We're going to talk about
tonight, 18. Danville has a decision to make next on WMBO.
Great news, Central Ohio. Foster's Pharmacy offers daily dose packaging, which are convenient and simple. It's truly personalized care you're looking for. It just starts with a call to get started. Take the hassle out of your medications. Call 740-392-0911. Foster's Health Mart Pharmacy.
Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
And welcome back here on WMBO Sports. And they brought the measuring sticks out, and they say it's a little bit short still for the Danville Blue Devils. So it'll be 4th and about a foot, I think. Ball center between the hash marks. This is a key play here, Jared. This could really change the momentum of a game.
No, absolutely. And, if you're Danville right now, hey, you want to get this first down. Got to set the tone here in the second half.
So 4th and inches, as they would say on many video game. One receiver wide left, that's Mickley. One to the right side. In motion is a back and handoff up the middle. They're stuffed. They are not going to get it. And Hillsdale will have the football on a turnover of downs. And that's shocking. Hillsdale trying to turn the momentum of this game as they trail 22-18 and now just stopped Danville on a 4th and go for it from Danville's 34-yard line. That is deep into their territory.
Hillsdale has not had a lead yet in this game, and, hey, they are smelling pay dirt right now. They knew it was coming up the middle. They had the entire house, brought the house up the middle. Danville had nowhere to go.
1st and 10, ball at the 34-yard line. The intensity is going to start building in this game. One right, one to the left. Wide. Here's the snap. Hand off. It's a pitch reverse. McFadden with the ball. He's deep. He's going to go upfield to the 35. He's going to lose a yard. And it'll be 2nd and 11.
You got Danville fans looking for that clipping call that wasn't called.
I'm not sure. I'm not even sure what the Falcons are doing here.
I don't know. Yeah,
why play with the ball in the backfield?
Yeah, I don't know.
Both of these teams are playing chess. I get that, but they are not doing what got them success in the first half. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Big things at stake here. State final game next week. Here's the snap. We've got a flag. That stops play. Motion, maybe?
Yeah, false start.
On the right side, possibly. So that'll be a welcome penalty by the Danville Blue Devils.
No, hey, yeah, you need to crush this momentum that Hillsdale's building, and they most certainly are.
22-18. Danville up by 4. But Hillsdale with the ball at the 40-yard line of Danville territory. 1:21 to go to the third quarter. Look how the third quarter has just been chewed up going.
Yeah, that is wild.
2 right, 2 left. Hillsdale, 2nd and long. Here's the snap. Levi, Lewis, throw, caught. Close to the first down marker. I think he's going to be a little bit short, but that was a lot of yards they got back. They might get first down on that placement.
Ooh.
Well, that's close. It is. They're going to mark it a first down.
Ooh,
boy.
I didn't think he got it either.
I didn't either.
I think he was about a yard short, and he was down while catching the ball.
Yep. Whew. They are on the field. They called it first down. And Danville.
It was a good push. I mean, great route running.
2 receivers to the right, 2 wide left for Hillsdale. 3 men down defensively and a blitz. Here's the snap. Sloan gets through the hole to the 10. Now he's going to spin at the 6-yard line, and he'll go down. Caleb Lucas in on the tackle and about 2 or 3 others of Danville. 33 seconds left to go, third quarter. That was a big play by Sloan, and you do not want them to establish the running game as well.
No, you sure don't. Funny enough for Sloan, and he's done well throughout the season. That was his biggest run. Also topped all of his running in the game thus far. 16-yard pickup. He had 11 yards for the game previously.
2 receivers to the right, 2 left. Sloan is off the right hip of Lewis, the quarterback. Danville fans stomping their feet from the 6-yard line. Long count. Play clock's not running. Play clock is not running. Oh, we're at 0 time on the clock. Guess it didn't matter maybe at the time, and I wasn't paying attention. It's 22-18, 4-point difference. We go into the final period next on WMVO Sports. Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction, Friday Night Lights.
UIS Insurance and Investments protects what you love and provides security when you need it the most. They're a full-service, independent insurance agency with a hometown attitude dedicated to providing the best coverage and service possible. UIS Insurance and Investments supports area schools and communities with local offices in Northwest and Central Ohio and Southeast Michigan. For more information, go to uisprotect.com. That's uisprotect.com. UIS Insurance and Investments, trusted advisors for all your insurance needs.
Great news, Central Ohio. Foster's Pharmacy offers daily dose packaging, which are convenient and simple. It's truly personalized care you're looking for. It just starts with a call to get started. Take the hassle out of your medications. Call 740-392-0911. Foster's Health Mart Pharmacy.
Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
It's the Division 7 state semifinal on WMBO Sports, and the Blue Devils in a bit of a pickle back up to the 6-yard line. The offense of Hillsdale coming in for the attack. 2 left, 2 right. Here's the handoff. Surging ahead up to about the 3-yard line is going to be Sloan. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 4. And Danville needs a big stop here. They have led the entire game, but it's slipping away.
Yeah, no, it sure is. Danville's, Hillsdale's becoming a really dual threat team here in the second half.
3 receivers to the right for the Falcons, 1 wide left. 3 men down up front for the defense. From the 4-yard line, here's the snap. Sloan again, and he gets hammered up the middle, and Danville will drop him for a loss.
Oh, he's slow to get up. And Danville flourishes really well in the red zone on defense. So, you kind of expect getting by, Owen and Josh Byers and all these guys is really tough when you only have 5 yards to work with.
So it'll be 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line for the Falcons. 10:57 to go in this football game. The Falcons trail Danville 22-18 here on WMBO. And you're listening to WQIO HD2 Mount Vernon. 3 receivers to the right side, 1 left. Here's the snap. Fakes it, goes left, and it's blocked. Knocked away by Danville. That was fantastic defensive effort by the Blue Devils. That makes it 4th and goal from the 5. What do you think about that?
That was an incredible play there from Caleb Lucas, none other, getting his hands up there in the defensive end. Just knocked that ball down. And he was open for the pass, too, so great effort there from Caleb Lucas.
This is the kind of thing that can save a game right here. Danville in the lead, but they might give it up if they can't get a stop. 2 left, 2 right. Here's the snap. Quarterback Lewis looks in the middle, throws to the end zone. It's picked off the other way and returned up to the 11-yard line. Danville threading the needle defensively, and they come up big.
Oh, they really needed that.
Who got
stop.
that? Can you see who
got that?
Oh,
they got a flag down, though.
Uh-oh.
Looks like pass interference. That's going to be a 1st down.
That is not going to bode well for the Blue Devils. It appears against the Blue Devils. Obviously, they're not cheering at this point. And they're all lining up again.
That flag that's kind of like snuck in there somehow.
Yeah.
No one saw it go, and then everyone's jogging off the field, and hey, there's a flag laying in the middle of it.
So the ball's set now at the 3-yard line. And it's going to be 4th down. 4th and 3. Something else happened there. 2 right, 2 to the left side. Shotgun. Here's the snap. Quarterback keeper pushing ahead. Close to the 1-yard line. Spins in, and he's in. Touchdown, Hillsdale. They take the lead for the first time tonight in this state semifinal. And the Blue Devils, who led the entire game until now, 24-22 on your Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard, and they will go for the point after, which if they make would give them a 3-point advantage. Now, it has been blocked 2 times by Danville.
Yes, twice.
And that is rare to see. So they'll set up for the point after. Bauer will hold. Here's the snap. Bauer holds. Here's the kick. He's going to get it up this time, and it goes through. So that's good. 25-22, up by 3. It is the Falcons of Hillsdale over Danville on WMBO Sports.
This is Jacob at A-Plus Auto Brokers. With fall in the air and winter approaching, you owe it to yourself to upgrade your ride. Search our inventory from anywhere by going to goaplusauto.com. With sales and service, you won't need to go anywhere else. A-Plus Auto Brokers is home of the repeat customer for a reason. Come see us today. Call 740-393-0366 or stop by at 504 West High Street. We will also buy your car for cash. Again, this is Jacob from A-Plus Auto Brokers, where we keep Knox County rolling.
And welcome back, everyone. WMBO Sports, 100.9 FM, 93.7 HD2, and streaming on Facebook. And after this game, we'll post the video as well, per OHSAA regulations. So Danville will have the ball back. Foray back to return it. And probably Cy Wallace back there as we get set for action. And McFadden will kick it away as the Falcons now lead Danville by 3, 25-22. This is going to come down to the wire. Here's the kickoff. Kind of a short kick high, and it's going to land at the 23, and it'll be picked up there by Foray and out of bounds somewhere around the 27-yard line. And that's where Danville will start this series.
Yeah, well, and, a lot of pressure now here. Danville trailing for the first time tonight. I'd kind of expect, hey, they got to get the offense back on track here with the running game between Aiden Burke, Siren Wallace, but they got to mix it up too, Curtis. I'd say Hillsdale's done a great job adjusting well to this Danville's run game. Maybe incorporating some short passes, some play action. You're going to have to change things up here to get downfield.
In the I formation, Hackman under center. Caleb Lucas will overload the right side with two other receivers stacked out there. Here's the snap, handoff. It's going to be Wallace. Wallace trying to get through tackles. He's still gone. His legs are still going through three tacklers, and he gets 4 yards out of what would have been 0.
Oh, yeah, probably negative, honestly. He got stopped early, and just the way he keeps those – they gave him 5 yards there.
Those little wind-up cars that you keep going, and you put your hand in front of them, they keep going, and they go whatever way.
That's Siren Wallace.
Yeah, I'm telling you. 2nd down and 5 for the Devils. Spread offense. 3 receivers to the right, 1 wide left. Wallace off the left hip of the quarterback. Here's the snap. Hackman, handoff. Wallace right side, trying to get around the end to turn upfield. He's going to go down with a yard loss. And so 2nd down and 6. Danville trying to get their mojo back. 3rd down, rather, and 6. So this is a key down here.
Oh, yeah.
9:29. That third quarter racked off so fast.
And you've had, no points here in the second half so far for Danville.
Yeah, and this is a position, you said it, they're not used to. 2 receivers to the right, 2 wide left for Danville. 1 in motion, that's Payne. Here's the snap. Rolling out left side. Now he's got to cut back. He's in trouble in the pocket. Out to the 30-yard line. He's going to run it up to the 35. Takes a big hit. Knocks over his defender, and he's going to pick up a few yards here, but not a good situation for Danville. 4th and 2. In a game that you thought maybe they were going to start running away, they have fell behind.
No, Hillsdale did a great job making some adjustments.
Yes, they did.
They're sending their big dogs in right now on the defensive line.
Yep. Danville really no choice here but to punt it. Byers will do the honor. 2 guys on the right side, 1 on the left. Special teams. Here's the punt. And it's a doozy. It's going to hit the 30 and takes a big Danville roll to the 15, all the way to inside the 10 and almost to the 5. 6-yard line. That is incredible.
That was a great punt there from the senior, Josh Byers.
60-plus.
I'm counting 56 yards.
Okay, 56.
Still a great punt.
All the same.
Just shy of 60. You didn't want to go 60, though, because then it almost go in the end.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's fantastic.
Rough
punt.
Field position, especially against this Danville defense. This should be a motivating factor for Danville's defense.
Well, this is where Danville needs to turn the tide here.
Yeah, absolutely. They do a great job attacking the ball. And, really step up with those big guys up front.
1st and 10, Paul at the 6-yard line, 5-yard line. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right side. 1 halfback. Here's the snap, handoff to the halfback, and he's going to pick up a couple yards. Good stop there by the Blue Devils as the Falcons are just trying to give them some room to work.
Yeah, no, defense, in this situation, they need to come up with a big stop, give the offense a chance here to respond.
And that clock is running at 8 minutes now.
Seems like it's going fast,
It seems like it's going so fast. And you're talking about a difference of 3. This could go any direction. It is just kind of – it's like a calm before the storm right now, isn't it? 2 receivers right, 2 spread left. Lewis takes the snap, foot on the end zone. He's got to roll out to the left side. Good coverage defensively. Now he's got to run the ball. and up to about the 9 before he steps out. We'll see where they mark him there. That's great defensive backfield work by the Blue Devils.
Yeah, there wasn't a soul open at all.
Yeah,
They did
against a
good job.
passing team like this, that's fantastic job. So that'll make it 3rd down and about 5 for Hillsdale. And the crowd on their feet, Danville fans stomping, trying to get their team to victory. Right now their team's trailing 3 points, 25-22 in the state semifinal. Division 7. 2 left, 2 right. Here's the snap to the quarterback, Lewis. Quick throw, slant, finds his man. It's caught at the 20 for a first down. And he's going to move the chains. And Danville, man, they would have liked to get that stop right there.
Yeah, they sure would have. But, you know, they thankfully for Danville, though, hey, they still have another opportunity here. Yeah, it was a first down. It was a great, just fantastic effort on the pass and the catch. Guy had to jump pretty darn high to come down with it, and he sure did.
6:36, the clock is running. 2 to the left, 2 wide right. Shotgun formation is Lewis. Here's the snap. Right side screen pass, gets his man McFadden across the 25-yard line now, close to the 30, and close to another first down. Still on his feet across the 40. Thought he stepped out, and that is going to be number 20, Kyle Turk, for a first down. And, boy, they got a lot of yardage there, all the way up to their 42-yard line.
Yeah, no, they sure did.
Yeah.
And Danville's going to have to make some sort of adjustment here on defense, get some stops.
Danville cannot afford another score from these guys.
We do have a final, Curtis, on the other game that really impacts this game, and that is Marion Local Flyers 41-6 over Clumps Grove. They will be making yet another trip to the finals.
That will set up the game with the winner of tonight. 2 left, 2 right. Here's the snap. Sloan with the ball, left side. And coming through the hole for a big stop was number 54, Owen Grunberg.
That is a name we have said often here during the playoff stretch for Danville. And Owen sniffed that out quick, made a good tackle for a loss there.
5'10", 205 pounds, Grunberg, and he is in on a lot of stuff. Quiet giant out there. Just, he's there when you need him.
You really needed that now.
Yeah,
yes.
they did. 2nd down and 12 for Hillsdale. Danville trailing on the Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard, 25-22. 2 receivers to the left, 1 slot right. Here's the snap. Ball is dropped by the quarterback. Lewis, and he's got a drop on it, and that is going to be at least a 7-yard loss. Danville might have caught a break here.
Yeah, this kind of looked like maybe bad timing on the snap, some sort of
it does.
Miscommunication there. Wasn't expecting the snap. I don't know, but yeah, you've got to be, Danville, you got to be on your toes here, but you don't want to give Danville good field position either, right?
3rd and 18 for Hillsdale. Big point of the game right here. Danville needs a stop. 2 receivers to the left, 3 receivers to the right, full spread. Here's the snap. Lewis by himself, in trouble in the pocket, throws the ball under duress, and it's going to be incomplete. And they want a flag. Danville wants a flag. He was not outside the tackles.
Yeah, no, and it was to nobody.
There was nobody there. There's going to be no call, but it'll be 4th down, and, well, they're going to talk it over. There's the flag. That's a good call. That was an obvious call.
Yep, intentional grounding.
So it'll be 4th down. Loss of down.
Yeah, no, that's the right call there. And we kind of expected it. There was just nobody, folks. He threw to.
Yeah. And give it to the Danville Blue Devils defense. They forced that to happen, and they will get the ball back because of it.
Well, that's what they needed. They needed a big stop here. Give your offense some time.
Cy Wallace back to return it by himself. They're coming after that ball. Here's the snap, and the punt gets off in time, but it's a bad punt. Hits the 39, goes out of bounds around the 40, and the Devils will have it in a really good spot with only 4:45 remaining in this football game.
That's a 15-yard punt, folks. That was not pretty and not blocked, by the way. Just kind of muffed it a bit.
Well, if Danville can get something going here, that is a real momentum shift, what we just saw. Confusion on the Hillsdale side after running such a nice drive the time before. But you know what? Give credit where credit's due. It's the Danville Blue Devils getting in there and busting it up.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Hey, they need to come up with something here on offense. They've not had a very successful second half here.
2 receivers wide left. Hackman with Burke beside him. Hands off to Burke. Nope, he fakes it. Hackman's going to run the ball. He's in trouble. Trying to get outside the block. He does, to the 35, to the 30, and out of bounds. Close to a first down. Boy, that did not look good.
No,
that did not look good.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to get stopped pretty significantly behind the backfield, but make something out of nothing. We've seen that out of Hackman time and time again. He's a fantastic athlete. Gets the
first down.
Gets the first.
Oh, that was not looking good at all.
I think that's their first down in the second half.
Yeah, I think
other
you're right.
than the penalty. They had the defensive pass interference.
1st and 10, Aiden Mickley out to the right side along with Wesley Payne. Hackman, the quarterback, in the shotgun with Burke off his right hip. Here's the snap. Hand off to Burke, left side, tackle, pushes ahead, gets extra yardage, and he's going to be up to about the 26-yard line, 4-yard gain. And those are the kinds of play you'll take 4 yards right now.
Absolutely, yeah. Time and time again, you'll take those 4-yard gains. You know what makes me nervous every single snap, though, Curtis? These high snaps, they are constantly going high, almost over the head of Hackman. He's able to jump and get those balls, but it changes the timing up of your offensive flow.
Everything. Aiden Mickley to the right, Wesley Payne to the right in the slot. Lucas in motion. Overloads the right side, ball from the left hash mark. Snap, handoff. Burke tucks and goes, and he's going to pick up almost a first down, somewhere around the 21, depending on progression. He is awfully close.
Yeah, it looks like the spot's going to be just short.
But they have a lot of options out of this.
Oh, they sure do.
So 3rd and less than a yard here. What, a half yard maybe for Danville. Their game is coming down to this. We're down to 3 minutes and 31 seconds on the clock, and it has not slowed down. Mickley wide right, Payne inside of him on the receiving team. Cy Wallace, the tailback. Here's the snap. Handoff to Cy is faked. Hackman throws left side Byers, and it's in and out of the hands of Byers. Good defense that time by Kyle Turk of Hillsdale.
Could have almost been picked off there, Curtis. I think there was a lot of hearts sinking here on this side. 4th and short, obviously going for it. I like the call though. I like the play. You know
folks. The game's coming down to these plays right here. 4th down and inches. Triple threat backfield, 3 on the line. Under center, Hackman. 4th and inches. They need this badly. Danville with the handoff, tailback. Cy Wallace spin move. Did he get it? He may not have got it. I think he might be short. Oh, my goodness.
And I thought he got kind of an initial jump there.
Yep. I think he got his butt over the line, but I don't think
give him the spot, though.
No.
Nope. That's going to be Hillsdale's ball.
Wow,
Ooh.
This is coming down to the nitty-gritty.
That was close, man. That was closer than what they said it was.
Turnover on downs. Danville a bit in trouble here, trailing 25-22, but there's 3:09 remaining. Hillsdale has the ball 1st and 10. Danville was able to push Hillsdale back and get the ball in great field position. They're going to have to do it again here.
Yeah, no, you got no choice about it here. You have to make a defensive stop here for Danville. You know they can do it. They've done it time and time again. You've got to dig deep here and get the ball in the hands of your offense.
Blue Devils have 2 timeouts, 3 timeouts for the Falcons. 1 left, 1 right. Here's the snap and the handoff, slow and spin move. Mosher tries to get a handle on him, does bring him down at about after a 4-yard gain. And do we have a timeout?
Timeout, Danville.
3:03 to go here in this football game. Danville trailing 25-22 on WMBO Sports. And we're going to keep it right here for a minute. Do you have any other updates, Jared?
Yeah, I can pull up. I should be able to get the Northmore score.
I have lost my computer at this moment, so bear with me there.
That's why we're not going into break.
That's exactly
and
right.
Northmore got beat pretty good, 41-7 against Kirtland. Kirtland's a good team, though. Northmore was a really good team here in the KMAC this year. They were KMAC champions. Fun team to watch with A.J. Bauer and co. A lot of seniors on that team, though. I kind of wonder what they're going to look like going into next year, Curtis.
Absolutely, and here we go. 2nd down and 6. A trip to the state finals is starting to depend on these very plays. Danville, 3 men down up front, showing maybe a blitz from the corner. Here's the snap. Handoff and hit
Big
at the
stop.
line of scrimmage, and a big stop there to make it 3rd down and about 5.
And I wouldn't expect anything less. That was a big stop. Tackle for a loss yet again for Mr. Josh Byers, the senior. He's had an incredible season, Curtis.
And we're going to keep it here on WMVO Sports. Danville now at 0 timeouts with 2:57 on the clock. Tonight's game brought to you by Foster's Pharmacy, Fennell's Floor Finishing, and more. Elite Preparedness, Mount Vernon Nazarene University, Starting Point of Mount Vernon, Avita Health Systems, Weigel Orthodontics, Danville Outdoors, Country Court and Living Center, Fast Eddie's Grounds Maintenance, Griffin Insurance, Jersey Girls Pizzeria, and A-Plus Auto Brokers. Tell them thanks for bringing these games to you. Without them, it would not be possible. And boy, everybody biting their nails off right now as Danville's in a bit of trouble, 25-22, but they've got Hillsdale to 3rd and 5. This is a key down right here. Danville must have a stop.
No timeouts left.
And they're going to jump. They got him to jump.
And Danville's saying, hey, he jumped, man.
Yeah.
Oh, they're calling the encroachment on Danville. That's going to be 1st down for
that's
Hillsdale.
hurtful.
That's
That's
going to be
hurtful
close
for
to
the Blue
1st
Devils.
down.
Yeah, that's 1st down. They're moving
Yep.
the chains. Time slipping away here, 2:56. And they have 0 timeouts. They have to get a stop here.
Yeah, no choice
There's
about
no
it
choice.
now.
No choice.
Oh, man. I get so upset for the young men.
Oh.
You know, that's going to happen, you know.
Literally, they have to stop on these sets of downs or force a turnover, or it's going to be over. 1 to the left, 1 to the right side. Lewis, the quarterback, he's got a running back beside him. Here's the snap. Handoff Sloan around the left side. Tackle, and he's going to get a lot of yardage. He's going to get about 6 here. 2:48 on the clock, and it is running.
Yeah, and you've just got to forget about that, false start. You know, when I coached Colt football, and I did for several years, I'm thankful for, our best play in the book was on 2.
Yes.
That was the best play in the whole playbook.
It works. 2nd and 3. Danville needs to get a stop, and they got to get charged up here. 1 to the right, 1 left. Snap. Around the left side and taken for a loss. That's a big stop by Danville. Is that Gronberg? Yep. Owen Gronberg comes up big there.
He's had several tackles tonight.
Yep. 3rd and 5. Time is the issue here. They have to make a stop right here.
Yeah, 1st down, it's over.
1st down, it's over. There's nothing they can do to stop the ball or stop the clock. This run to the state final for Danville
and to be honest with
either continues right this second or it's done.
Yeah, if I was Hillsdale, I would be thinking 1st down here.
Yep. 1 left, 1 right. Now they're going to overload the left in motion. Danville's got to try not to jump. Long, hard count. And a timeout called by Hillsdale.
Troy going for the hard count again. Didn't get him this time.
Right. So 3rd down. It really does come down to this play here. Danville must stop, force the punt. And, boy, it's just tough, isn't it?
It is. It's a stressful situation.
It's very stressful
It's
for
cold.
all of us.
It's cold.
Yes.
It's stressful. 3rd and 5 here. About 27 to go.
Danville had this game in their hands the whole time.
Yeah.
And then it slipped away in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, at halftime they went in with a lead of 22-12.
And so now in a timeout, Hillsdale now down to 2 timeouts. If you're just joining us, the Blue Devils have no timeouts remaining. 3rd down and 5 with 1:27 remaining. It's either do it here or don't. They got to get the stop. 1st down, it's over. 2 receivers to the right, 1 left. Shotgun the quarterback. Lewis takes the snap. Hands off. It's going to be in the backfield, and Danville gets it done. They make the stop for a 3-yard loss.
And I would expect, hey, they're going to let this clock wind down.
As far as they
call
can,
the timeout. That's going to leave Danville around, 40 seconds on the clock on offense?
And they're likely going to punt the ball, so depending on how that goes. But Danville will have hope.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, no, this is a great situation.
Clock is still running.
You couldn't ask for a better game, Curtis.
My goodness. It's crazy. Down
Both teams, these young men, I mean, this is a memories in the making here.
3 seconds on the play clock, 43 seconds on the game clock, and so the game clock stops at 41 seconds. The clock won't start until the ball is snapped for the fourth down. And depending on the punt and the amount of time that takes, Danville's probably going to end up with 30-some seconds to get a score. I mean, this is what state semifinals are for, right?
Yeah.
And whichever team comes out of this tonight, it ain't going to get easier next week.
No.
Against the Marion Local Flyers, the premier team in the state of Ohio. 4th and 8. 4th and 8. Hillsdale coming out after the timeout. Wesley Payne is going to go back to return it. He's going to be the single back. Oh, they're going to bring him up. They're going to let it punt away, and they're going to come in for a block. That's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to leave an empty backfield. It's like hockey. Ooh. The punter back at the 22-yard line. They're bringing everybody. The house is coming. Long snap count. Here's the snap. Here comes Danville. The punt is off. It's decent for the situation. It's going to roll past the 30 to the 22. The clock's still running at 31, 29 seconds. And they got a little extra time out of that punt there, letting it roll. And it'll be whistled at the 29 seconds. So that's the story. 29 seconds. Danville has to go 77 yards.
Good quick match
for a
Curtis.
touchdown. Thank you very much. That's a long way to go.
That is a long ways to go.
And they'd have no timeouts. It's only going to stop for first downs.
We've only had
or injury.
2 pass attempts this whole game for Danville.
Right.
And you're kind of in a situation where you need to be thinking pass.
3 right, 1 left. The road to Canton is going to happen here or not. Here's the throw on a screen. Finds a man to the 30. It's Cy Wallace stepping out smartly at the 33-yard line. The clock down to 20. There should be 22 seconds, but they have 21 seconds on there. And it's going to be the Danville Blue Devils, 1st and 10 from their own 34. Ball at the left hash mark. So now 66 yards to go with 21 seconds. And, of course, Hillsdale's going to give them room up front to pad so they don't get burnt.
There is not a soul sitting down in Shelby, Ohio.
No, matter of fact, we're all basically getting ready to stand up. And so here we go. Ashton Spalding out right, Mickley out right, 2 receivers to the left. State semifinals. Here's Hackman in the pocket, runs out of it, across the 35. He's going to run out of bounds at about the 39-yard line, gain of 4, maybe 5, depending on the placement, with 14 seconds remaining. Now they're going to have to start getting serious about throwing the ball down their field.
Yeah, no, you don't have a choice.
Too far for Hail Mary, unless you're going to come up short and try to run it in. You got 2 plays here probably. This is a tough one. The Blue Devils, they can do it. We're going to find out. Caleb Lucas spread out way right. Payne inside of that, 2 to the left. Ball at the left hash mark. 3 men down and 1's looking to blitz for the defense. Here's and a flag, false start. And that's going to drop them back 5 yards. 14 seconds on the clock. Well, if you're praying for a miracle, you better start. The Blue Devils.
And you just never know.
You never know, man. You never know. Hillsdale knows better than anybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because they did it last week.
And Hackman's got an arm to him.
He does have an arm. They could. They're going to have about 2 plays maybe.
Playing 3-man deep defense here. They should be.
Spalding in motion to overload the right side. Here's the snap. Hackman drops back, throws left sideline to Mickley. Steps out quickly. That was very well done. Did he get the first down? Yeah, he's going to get the first down at the 45-yard line. So they're 55 yards out with 10 seconds. They burnt 4 seconds on the clock there, so that was good. Hey, and you know what? If Hillsdale's going to give that to you, you'll take that.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate now you're back where you started on that
They really,
penalty.
for the final shot, they need to be somewhere at least close to the 40. 2-3 receivers to the right side, one wide left. Hackman drops back. He's in the pocket, throws left side, and it's overthrown. Incomplete pass. Now 6 seconds on the clock. Whew. Now, if you're coaching staff, are you going for one play or you got to try to still get 2 off here?
Oh, man, I don't know. It's so risky to go for 2 plays here.
Yeah,
and
you got
you're
it.
kind of thinking maybe
Slant across the middle and you catch somebody in the open.
That or a razzle-dazzle style play, right? Hook
I
and
don't
ladder
know. Byers
drill here.
right. Mickley right. One other right. The Blue Devils. This is what it comes down to. They're trailing. They need the score. Here's the snap. Hackman drops back. Looks down the middle of the field. In the pocket. In trouble. He's going to go down. Sack. It's over. And the Blue Devils come up short to Hillsdale. 25-22. On your Danville Feed and Supply scoreboard, an unfortunate ending here for the Danville Blue Devils, but all in all, as an observer, congratulations to the Blue Devils on this wonderful run, but it wasn't meant to be tonight. 25-22, and we're going to keep it right here for a second. Thoughts on the game, Jared, as we get into the starting point of Mount Vernon post-game show?
Yeah, no, what a season for Danville. I don't like going into any kind of negatives at all, Curtis. I mean, this second half was what it was. Hillsdale dug really deep and shut out the Danville offense the entirety of the second half. Hats off to a great season to, the coaching staff for Danville did a fantastic job making multiple weapons, especially coming into the postseason. Hats off to these seniors that graduate on last time, playing on a Friday night for them. They just a great runs here. Danville's had a great, fantastic several seasons here in a row. This is disheartening. It's upsetting, no doubt, for Danville fans and parents and family members. But take the memories for what they are. This was awesome to get here to the Final Four, Curtis.
Absolutely. This is this is the big dance here, the Final Four, and so many teams never make it this far, and the fact that Danville's made it so deep so many years, and you can't take away the sting and the disappointment of this. But a couple of days go by, they'll understand what they did accomplish, and they'll be back after it again. I mean, this has been an incredible team, and a team I think going into the season people had a lot of uncertainties about.
Yeah, absolutely.
They didn't know exactly where they were going to be. They had a loss up in there in the early part of the season, and it was a team though that just continued to grow through the season. I mean, this is nothing close to the team that looked like in Game 1.
Oh yeah, no, not at all, not at all. And I think about our first game that you and I called at Danville. Now I know Kyle did a couple of games before. Was Northmore, and they got crushed.
Yeah, and it changed them.
It changed them absolutely. It totally changed them. They came out and went undefeated since then, up until tonight, of course. But man, they just the way they can adapt and improve. And Danville football is big. They take their proud supporters of that, and they should be. They've done a great job this season. And hats off to Hillsdale going, I think, to their first state championship game. And, they've played phenomenally well. And they're going to have a tough task next week against Marion Local, no doubt. But good luck. Best of luck to them.
Indeed. Well, we want to thank you for joining us, that's for sure, here on WMVO Sports, the Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction Friday Night Lights. Brought to you by Danville Feed and Supply, Foster's Pharmacy, Fennell's Floor Finishing and More, Elite Preparedness, Mount Vernon Nazarene University, Starting Point of Mount Vernon, which is also our sponsor of the postgame show here, Avita Health Systems, Weigel Orthodontics, Danville Outdoors, Country Court and Living Center, Fast Eddie's Grounds Maintenance, Griffin Insurance, Jersey Girls Pizzeria, and A-Plus Auto Brokers. Final score 25-22. Danville, who led most of the game, come up short at the end of tonight. But a congratulations to them. Thanks to Devin Adam, the athletic director, as well as Coach Matt Bloom from Danville. They've been so gracious. And Superintendent Snively, we want to thank all of them for making everything possible here at Shelby. Thank them and just all of our sponsors and everybody. Thank you, Jared. Appreciate it. Jared Stein for our producer, Austin Sinnett, Gary Cooper, our other producer tonight, and on the camera. They work so hard to make all of these things happen. I mean, it is ferocious in here when beginning of these games, because you're always in some remote location you haven't been before.
Yeah.
You got all this equipment that's trying to work and not work and you put together. And so big kudos to them and the entire sports team. I'm Curtis Inland. Have a great night, everyone. Thanks for joining us on WMVO Sports. Good night.
Friday Night Lights presented by Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction on WMVO.
Hi, it's Chris from Fast Eddie's. It's that time of year again. Hay rides, bonfires, and football season. Yep, it's fall. Who wants to be wandering around their property on a Saturday afternoon, raking leaves or seeding thin spots when you know there's a Buckeyes game on? So call Fast Eddie's at 392-FAST, that's 392-3278, for a free estimate to keep your lawn from falling apart. And remember, at Fast Eddie's, we love the Buckeyes.